30 seconds. Hello, everybody. This is Cult of Collectors, and we are joined this week with Mid-Level Media. So, how's everybody doing this week?
Doing all good.
How you guys doing?
Bad intro.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Thank y'all for having me on the show.
No problem. Sorry it got all like kind of last minute on you, but
It's all good. I live my everyday life or day to day, if that made any sense.
No, I got what you meant though. I got what you meant.
My YouTube life especially.
Question, because on your videos, I don't know if it's like your camera or if it's an effect you're doing, but like when you're doing your videos, are you using some type of blur effect for your movies in the background?
It's like a focus effect. I don't like the way it looks when it's the other way. I don't know. It's like the color's weird. So I always do like the higher focus.
I see. Okay. So like you're the main focus.
So it makes me the focus. I've just always liked that look. So I kept doing it.
I was always curious about that.
Yeah. Because I shoot everything. All my videos are shot on my phone.
Same here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a high-tech video equipment. I got this laptop now. I just got it like at the beginning of the year so I could start live streaming everything. Because I could live stream from my phone, but that was super annoying to have to live stream. And you had to get to 1,000 subscribers before you could live stream on a phone too.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yep. So I didn't even go live on my channel until I hit 1,000 at the beginning of the year.
Okay, yeah, because I noticed that I tried to use my phone too, and it wasn't letting me, and I kept wondering why. So
yeah, it won't let you.
That was it.
You hit 1,000, and then like it takes like a month before they verify it and everything, and then you can go live on your phone. It's cool how you can set it up and everything. It's real easy, but it kept like I don't know what would happen, but I would keep like losing my stream right in the middle of it. Mm-hmm. It would just like go down, and my phone would completely die and black out. And it was I don't know, using all the energy or something to live stream. But it was cool while it lasted, but I was glad to get my new PC so I could actually use StreamYards, which is super easy to use.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know my boys from Pop Culture Corner, they use StreamYard.
Yep. Yep.
So
it's
any idiot can use StreamYard, and I'm the biggest tech idiot there is.
Well, it's basically the only way for multi-user stream like we're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it through Streamlabs, but it's very difficult. You got to use other platforms and you got to mix it together. It's a pain in the butt. Streamlabs OBS. It's just basically for gaming, just for 1 or 2 cameras, and basically everything that you're doing all the work through 1 camera setup. So
yeah,
I know quite a few people that use OBS and stuff because it's more customizable. I guess you can customize more things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't even scratched the surface on any of that.
I use it to. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I use it to record my videos and stuff, and I've streamed through it once from it one time, and it works pretty good.
Have you ever tried? No, go ahead.
I was sorry. No, because I know I notice whenever I talk, I end up talking when the other person's talking, and I apologize when that happens.
It always happens with this kind of thing.
Especially when it's
you
live.
Can't help from that happening.
Yeah. What I was going to ask is, out of YouTubers that you personally watch, what are the ones that you like to watch the most?
See, I used to watch a lot of the bigger YouTubers. I think this question came up on one of my streams last week. Nowadays, like I gravitate more towards just like my friends and stuff and people that I know through YouTube. Like I'm always trying to catch up and support their stuff. So I don't watch a ton of the bigger ones, but when I did, I love watching Red Letter Media. Like they're one of my favorites. as far as like movie channels. I used to watch Screen Junkies a lot back when they did Movie Fights, Collider, like the big movie YouTube channels.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. John, the Flick Pick. I still watch him from time to time. I'm trying to think of like more mid tier YouTubers that I watch. Yeah, it's tough. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I could go through my subscriptions and everything, but now
Yeah.
I watch a lot of the people that I interact with on YouTube, and I just
I was
try
about to
support.
say, because
That takes up most of my time.
Yeah, because I had noticed you went live with the Movie Buff Pains and Films at Home that I know.
Oh yeah. I mean, Films at Home, like I'll watch his stuff. And I've been a fan of his for a long time, and then Movie Buff Pains, I'll watch their stuff. So yeah, I try to. All the people that I have on my shows and stuff, I'm a fan of. I try to support. And
Yes, I mean
that's just kind of where I'm at now. I find that more enjoyable because it actually feels like you're helping somebody instead of just consuming things mindlessly.
Oh yeah. He just recently posted a video today. I don't know if you saw it already, but like the whole grading physical media.
Films at Home did.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I didn't see it today.
Yeah, he was talking about collecting in general, like how you can get them authenticated, graded, basically, and like where they're pristine condition, and then put in a lock thing or whatever it is. And he is against the whole people doing that for physical media, like VHS or DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. He thinks that's just a sham because then if you do that, you're not going to be able to like open it and say watch the movie, so that's what he talks about.
I'll have to go back and check that out.
It's
that was I mean that was super awesome just having him on and being able to talk to him, because I'd been subscribed to him since he had like 300 subs or something, like 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh damn.
Because I just started on YouTube, I guess, like really doing YouTube back in 2020 or last year, probably like the beginning of it. Before that, like I was strictly just on Instagram. Like I gotta figure
out what the hell I'm doing wrong, because I'm, barely like getting to the 500 subscriber mark basically. And I've been on it for like over a year. And I figured I'm kind of doing most of the same thing that everybody's doing. And I'm just wondering, is it like, do I need to tag more, or do I need to post more frequently, or like, how does it really work?
It's just a grind. I mean, there's like, it feels like some days there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's the thing that really took off for me and what I kept, and you watch videos on this, like how to grow on YouTube. And it's basically like, once you find like what's working for you, you stick to that. And you don't let go. And like the one thing that really took off for me is my Blu-ray hunts. Like those are the ones that get like the most views. Those are the ones that people watch the most, people that interact with the most.
Yeah.
And once I saw that, like I started doing more hunting videos. I started doing more like just random out and abouts, Goodwill hunts, Dollar General hunts. I'm not saying that that's going to work for everybody.
I was about to say it didn't work for me.
That's just something that started to work for me, and I noticed that, and I just kept on trying to do it. But I don't like, my mind's always in 100 different places, and I want to do everything. So it's like I don't want to just have a channel that's Blu-ray hunting. Like I also want to do reviews, and then I want to do like live streams, and I want to do collection videos, just random collection video goes. And I don't like gravitate to one form of physical media or another. Like I like Screen Factories, I like Criterions, I like 4Ks and stuff like that. DVDs even. I mean, Blu-rays. I like all kinds of physical media, movies and stuff. And when I started my channel, it wasn't just strictly supposed to be a physical media channel. Like it was a movie channel. Like I reviewed movies. Like I went to go see Sonic in the movie theater. I remember I reviewed it. I reviewed The Invisible Man. Like I was trying to be like a reviewer, but also like physical media. So I did unboxing videos and stuff like that.
So basically like a critic, like Siskel Ebert, where you watch the movie, you give your, critique on it, and then like let people know was it worth it? Was it not worth it?
Yeah, because like I said, I started on Instagram, and that's what I did for the first like 3 years, I guess, for my social media. Like I built up my mid-level brand on Instagram. I'm Mid-Level Movie Reviews. That's my like film critic page.
Yeah.
And I just reviewed movies, and I showed off my collection, and that's all I did on there. So when I decided to jump to YouTube, which felt like a random thing that took a while.
Oh,
Um,
hey,
hey, what's up, man?
Sorry I'm late. Sorry about
It's
that.
all
It's all
good.
good, man.
What's going on?
What's up?
Netting.
Another beautiful day. All right, what did I miss in the past 10 minutes?
Basically, just getting to know him.
Yep, just a
missed
meet and greet.
everything.
What's going on, man?
What's up? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Happy
know I'm
Father's Day to anybody
Thank you.
that's a father. I'm not
Thank
sure if
you.
all of y'all are fathers or not.
Yeah,
I am. I got a
out there.
13-year-old.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah
going
my
to.
son will be 11 in a couple of weeks.
I'm going to be completely rude and run away and grab a charger because my phone's fixing to die.
Oh,
It's all good.
I know, right? I got all up here. I was ready, and then my phone goes, "Hey, by the way, 20%." Just so you know.
It's funny because I made
So
sure
you're
my
done.
phone was charged before we came on.
Well, I was a little busy, man. All right, I'll be right back.
I'm just giving you crap. What does that say right there?
Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad. Jim and Jenny Fox.
Hi,
Genia Fox. I don't know
Hello
them.
there.
I have no
I have
children,
no-
so it's not even.
I know. I'm like, I'm not their dad.
Is that mine? Is that what's going on?
Probably.
Oh my god.
That hi dad might be for you.
Is that mine? Yeah, that's him. What's up, Gibson and Dean?
They're trying to be supportive. That's good.
I know. I shouldn't have told him about this at all.
Okay.
Jody's my dad.
There you go.
Hey, at least your kids will get on here and support you. I can't get mine to watch any of my videos.
Hey, my son,
Aw,
he
rude.
tries. He tries to like watch my YouTube videos, but because of his age and everything, he can't watch everything because YouTube
Yeah.
restricts kids.
Well, they watch everything on TV, so it's like they don't really have
Yeah.
accounts. They just kind of get on there and search stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my son's a teenager now, so he's searching more than you know what.
yeah, I'll be there in a couple of years. I'll be there in a couple of years.
So Ken, what kind of got you into physical media? What when did you start, and what got you into it?
I mean, I've kind of been collecting my whole life. I mean, I'm 35, and I've told people this before, and it's like when I was growing up, it's like people that collected movies, like you didn't really call them collectors. It was just like what you did because
Yep.
everybody, that's the only way you could watch your movies is you buy them at the store and own them, either that
was
or
just a hobby.
on cable. So yeah, I had a VHS collection when I was a kid, and when I was a teenager, I moved into DVDs, and but I've never been a collector like I am in like the past 4 or 5 years.
I think
Back
that's
in the
with
day,
all of us, if anything. That's how I see it.
and that might be a combination of just the fact that I'm older now and I've got more money, I'm more established, and I got more, I don't know, more time, I guess, on my hands to worry about collecting stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, because like when I was in my early 20s, I probably had a DVD collection of like 400, and then back in 2015, I've said this before. I made the decision to go digital,
Mhm.
which only lasted like 2 weeks because I sold all my DVDs off, and I kept all my horror DVDs are the only ones that I kept because I felt like I wouldn't be able to find some of them again.
Oh yeah.
And then I kind of a couple of weeks I started collecting Blu-rays again, and what really got me back into it was starting my Instagram where I was reviewing movies, and then I started to notice all these accounts where people were showing their movies off and showing off all these collector's editions and all of this
Yeah.
stuff. And once you start to see that over and over again, it starts to get like really addictive.
Mhm.
And then I started going to Walmarts and seeing what I could find, Best Buys. I started getting into buying steel books and special collector's editions. And then I started learning about Screen Factories and Criterions and Arrow Video and just all like the little niche pockets of physical media. And then, it just kind of grew from there.
Okay. Like when you say that you collect horror DVDs, then do you still collect horror DVDs now?
Yeah, well, actually, I do because I had like 300 or 400 DVDs, so I sold all those off. But I've like accumulated another like 400 or 500 DVDs in the process of also collecting Blu-rays, because you can buy DVDs now for super cheap. Like you can buy
Oh
for
yeah.
50 cents, $1. So if I'm at a Goodwill, and I'm at the point now where I just want to own the movie, like if it's something that I'm even remotely curious about,
Mhm.
I don't care if it's Blu-ray or 4K. If I see it in a store, like I bought Rain Man in
Oh, I
a
love
Goodwill
that
the
movie.
other day because I've never seen it. So I'm gonna have it in my collection now. And I still watch stuff on streaming too. So if I just want to watch a random movie and I can't find it on streaming, but I've got it on DVD, at least I
Mm.
can have a way to watch it without renting it for like $4 or $5.
How many movies in your
DVD.
collection you haven't seen?
Oh, I'm probably like 75%.
DVD.
I feel like that's me too. Like,
Well, I
there's
mean,
a lot.
it's two different. So how many of them have I not seen? I don't know. Maybe 40% have I not seen. But are you asking like how many of the actual discs have I watched?
Like
Probably
me,
75, because I bought a bunch of stuff and I've seen it before. I just haven't rewatched it on the Blu-ray or DVD
Yeah.
that I bought.
I mean, like actually, like say, haven't sit down and watched it, like never watched it before, kind of scene.
Yeah. Something
Yeah, but
new.
I'd say a good 40%. I'm
Okay.
comfortable around saying that. Most of that is in the DVDs because there's a lot of random buys in there. There's movies that I haven't seen.
Like
But yeah.
Dollar Tree piles up quick.
Yeah, and I have an entire like I can go grab it real quick and show y'all.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, he brought up the $5 Walmart bin. Those will get you in trouble every time.
Hello, Chris Harris. I see your comment there. Do you know a dude, Ken?
Do you know a dude?
A dude?
Sorry, I'm not
Just
not
dude.
trying to be rude or anything. I do this on my streams all the time. I'll just get up and
Dude.
walk
Oh
off and
no,
grab
we
something.
if we have to do
He says
something, we
no.
do the same thing.
But I've got this big old crate. This is where all my Dollar Tree and DVDs
damn.
and Blu-rays are. That's where I throw them, like all the trash buys and stuff. If it's a legitimate movie, like I'll put it in my collection.
Yeah,
But the ones that I've never heard of before, they're just like straight to DVD crap or garbage that were probably at Walmart or something before. I'll put in that bin, and I've got a series that I started, but I haven't even. I've done one episode of it, but it's the Dollar Tree Diaries. It's where I watch a crappy Dollar Tree movie, and then I decide whether or not I'm going to put it in my collection or not.
you should either
Um,
call it the shit list or the crap list.
The first one I watched was called Bride of Scarecrow, and it was completely awful, just complete crap, and it was a waste of time.
Are you familiar with a movie called Monstrous? It's a horror DVD, so to speak. It's more recent.
Yeah, maybe. I think I have. I think I have heard that one and seen that one.
I got it from Best Buy originally, saw it at Walmart, but I didn't have the cash on me, but I have the Best Buy credit card, so I was like, I got to see if it's on there. So I looked it up, and lo and behold, it was there, so I was able to grab it.
I
It's like a
probably got it
Sasquatch
in this.
movie.
I probably got it in this crate. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I do have this
I went
one with
to,
Tom Green. This like interviewing monsters and Bigfoot.
I like that movie. Have you watched it yet?
No,
I
is
liked
it
it.
good? I need to
It's
watch
all right.
it.
I like that other guy.
I
in there,
got it
too,
because you know who Basement Blues is?
No.
Tony from Basement Blues. Well, if you've never seen him, then this has no effect on you. But that guy in the corner right there next to Tom Green looks like him, like dead up like him. So I got it as like a
Okay.
gag against him. And then I found this 8-movie shark collection. There's 8 shark movies on this for $1. So that means every movie's like 15 cents.
That's nice.
That's worth
Yeah,
it.
if you follow Durant Cinema, he does that. He buys really cheap, straight to DVD shark movies. He loves them.
Yeah.
I stumbled
Who had
across
Shark Attack?
Sharkopus the other day. Those are awful.
Which one?
Sharkopus.
Oh, I do remember that one.
Yeah, this one's
Have-
got
have
Shark
a-
and Venice, Toxic Shark, Shark Attack 2, Shark Attack 3, Mega London, Shark Zone, Shark Man, Malibu Shark Attack, Toxic
Do-
Shark. Yeah,
do you
it's got
have
some good ones.
Avalanche
That
Shark?
doesn't- Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No,
about the
I
same
don't
one.
think so. I mean,
I have that.
I'm not into. I've never even seen Sharknado, so I'm not into like
And
all the
they're
different shark
popular.
the shark subgenre movies. Like I like Jaws, and that's about it.
I think
I've seen The
only good-
Shallows. That's
Yeah, the
another
only
one I've
good
seen.
thing for the Sharknado is it had Ian Ziering from The old Beverly Hills 90210 show.
Yeah.
That was it.
Well, it's got Tara Reid too.
It's got Tara Reid. Wasn't there another like known actor in it? Isn't there somebody that's pretty well known?
I think that's all I know.
It was a
Can't
bunch
remember.
Of
I thought there was
actors
one other
that
guy.
announced that.
Yeah.
Who's excited for Twister coming out for 4K?
I'm very excited.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's one of mine
Number
too.
one.
It's like my favorite Bill Paxton movie, if anything. That's what I would say.
It's close. It's close. I can't think. I think I might like. I love the movie Frailty. I haven't seen it for a long time. He directed that one too.
Oh, really? I didn't
But
know that.
I would probably put Twister on top, to be honest. Like that's just, there's too much nostalgia there, so I'd probably have to put that one at number one. That's my favorite disaster movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know that there used to be like this TV, like straight to TV program instead of like coming out to DVD or anything like that, where it's the movies on TV, and it was like Night of the Twisters, and it was actually pretty dark, grim. It was really good. It was kind of similar to Twister, but instead of only having like say one big twister like an F5 like they describe in the movie, Night of the Twisters has just like multiple, and they did a good job on the effects with it, so I was actually impressed. And it had I wish I could remember his name, but he was in the movie Idle Hands with the possessed hand.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name at the moment. Final Destination he was in.
Oh, you're talking about Devon Sawa?
I think that's the name.
Yeah, that's the name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
and
also in The Fanatic.
I don't know how old you all are, but like in the 90s,
37.
around the same time. So yeah, you're close to my age. I'm 35. So around like around the time Twister came out, like the mid 90s,
Yeah.
like there was a big like disaster push, I guess, on TVs. They were making all kinds of made for TV disaster movies.
Yeah.
And most of them were just super low budget, and the disasters looked like shit.
Mhm.
But they had a couple tornado movies I remember in the 90s, and I think it was before Twister came out. And then they looked like crap, but I loved them because I was scared to death of tornadoes. Like when I was a real little kid, like 8, 9. I mean, everybody's a little scared of tornadoes, I guess. But when I was a kid, like I was terrified because we lived in a trailer, and it was like I knew I was dead if one was hitting the house.
Oh yeah.
So like Twister kind of cured my fear of that. And right after I saw that movie, like I wanted to be a storm chaser. Like every time there was a tornado warning, I was out in the yard, like looking up in the sky. I was like trying to hunt them down and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I love that movie.
Nice. Because who said it best? I think it was Mater from Cars. I'm more happier than a tornado in a trailer park.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
There you
there's another movie called Twister. I have it on Laserdisc. It would come out in the late 80s, I believe, maybe early 90s. It had Crispin Glover in it, but it's not anything about it's not anything about storm chasing.
Oh, you had to say it was
It's
Crispin
crazy.
Glover. I'm sold.
Yeah.
Right.
I've got the best tornado movie ever made right here.
Which one?
Clown name.
Clown NATO. Oh my god.
The fuck?
I know what I'm watching tonight.
Yeah,
Clown NATO.
this is a quality watch right here. Yeah,
That's an odd title.
I'm curious, like,
I know.
what are those movies like? Are the clowns like in the actual tornado? Like, when is it like made of clowns? Like, is it just a bunch of clowns that's like twisting around, or is it like an actual tornado with clowns in it?
tornado with clouds in it.
Is that how Sharknado is too?
Yeah, there's some kind of like a gypsy woman puts a curse on these clowns, and they, for some reason, become a tornado.
Wow.
And
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we try to talk serious about that movie? Let's all just be really serious.
I
Try
know.
to talk about this movie.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Tell
There
me
are
what
certain
streaming
movies that
service I can
cannot
find it
sit
on.
still and yeah.
We can do a watch along right here now.
Yeah.
And there you go. That'd be fun.
I'm so down with this.
I know. So am I. I mean, Clown NATO. Wow.
Well, the reason I bring it up is a friend of mine, Gary, at Gary's Movie Emporium. He's talks to one of the actresses that was in this movie, and me and him were going to interview her sometime
Oh.
here in the near future.
Nice.
So
Oh,
it should be fun. Interview a scream queen, I guess. That's what he calls her. Should be
There
fun
you go.
though.
Ken, are you
Yeah.
familiar with the movie Angus,
Yeah.
1995?
Angus? No, I'm not.
Oh, really?
I'm not actually.
It's a
What
good
is that?
Well, okay, so it's from 1995. It actually has Kathy Bates in it and George C. Scott as like main stars. And
That's a good one.
the young kid who plays Angus, his name is Charlie Talbert.
I'm looking it up right now. I have this reflex every time somebody recommends a movie that I don't know. I am immediately IMDb it.
Oh yeah, no, check it out. It's cool because you've seen American Pie, right?
Yeah,
So the guy who
Of
played
course.
Shermanator,
yeah, Shermanator.
yeah, he's in Angus. He's his like best friend in the movie.
Is he a little kid?
Yes. Like hitting puberty stage.
So it's just like a coming of
Well,
age film, I guess.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
It's Warner
Angus,
Brothers.
Yeah, it's a wonder. It's a real nice little movie.
Yeah, I'm always looking for older recommendations.
Yeah, it also has James Vanderbeek in it.
Yeah, I've been finding myself just more interested in like going back and checking out older classic films than I am watching new ones recently.
Hmm.
Like somebody recommended the movie on one of my streams, Unlawful Entry with Kurt Russell and Ray Liotta.
Ooh, yes.
And I had never seen that movie before, and I loved it.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
90s
great.
suspense film. That's an
Yeah.
awesome movie.
Yeah, and I need to check out more like thrillers and suspense movies from like the 90s and stuff because I didn't watch a ton of those back in the day.
Oh yeah, because Kurt Russell is one of my favorite, actors.
Yeah,
too.
I loved him. I loved him in that movie, and Ray Liotta. I love their
yeah.
chemistry together in the movie. It was awesome. Just seeing them two together. I had never seen them in anything like that before. And then I watched the first Coen Brothers movie the other night, Blood Simple.
I don't know that one.
That was the first movie the Coen Brothers ever directed. So if you like Fargo, if you like No Country for Old Men, like you can definitely see where the inspiration for those movies came from.
Hmm.
In that movie, it's got Frances McDormand in it too.
I didn't
Um,
I didn't like No Country for Old Men. I apologize.
Oh no, really? That's okay.
Yeah,
That's
where's
okay.
the off
I mean, people
button?
don't like movies. Some people don't
Yeah.
like masterpieces. It's okay.
Oh,
guys like, Did you see Barton Fink? That's one of my favorites.
No, I haven't seen it. I want to watch more of the Coen
Yeah.
Brothers stuff, like Simple, the one like A Simple Man. I haven't seen
yeah, Simple
Inside
Man is one.
Inside Llewyn Davis. I haven't seen that one with Oscar
That was
Isaac.
good. That was good.
I just watched The Big Lebowski for the first time like 5 months ago or something.
Don't feel bad. I didn't watch it until it came out on 4K.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't even on the 4K. It was on the Bluray. So now I kind of
Oh.
want to get the 4K because I love that one too.
Seen it
Yeah,
in the theater
I thought it was
the day it
fucking
came out.
hilarious.
Yeah, it was good. I loved it.
Shut the
love
fuck up, Donnie.
Yeah.
That's one of that's one of the first DVDs that I bought in '98.
Nice.
Yep.
I think Dumb and Dumber
It's-
was one of the first movies made on DVD too.
Was it?
I believe so.
Probably came in a snapper case, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Because I was
got,
still buying VHS, and then all of a sudden I see the store that's promoting DVDs, and I was like, DVDs? What the hell is that? So I go,
Somebody
wait.
corrected me because I think I bought Dark City on DVD a couple weeks ago. And it came in a snapper case, and I called it a clamshell case in my video. And they're like, it's actually a snapper case. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right then, all right, I got you.
It's like these things have names, Oh, this is called a slip cover. I just call it a cover.
It's just a cover. It's just a cover.
I mean, shit. Steelbook? Oh, that's what it's called? I thought it was just a case.
Thought it was
You know?
just a condom for my DVD.
And there you go. What you drinking there, Jody?
Water.
Some water. It's good for you.
I'm drinking LaCroix. It's a sparkling water.
Oh yeah, it's fancy water.
It ain't
Yeah.
fancy, trust me, but it tastes good.
Water comes in a can. Come on.
Yeah, I got some LaCroix out in the fridge. I don't have that. I don't have that tonight. I got this fancy energy drink called Alani.
Never heard of that one.
It's local. They actually make it where I live.
Well, I believe you and John are in the same state, actually.
Yeah, we are. Aren't
Yep.
you? Are you in Kentucky?
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, I forgot. I was getting ready to.
Then
I
you should
knew
know
I-
Alani.
yeah.
They sell it at your local Target
do that.
Your local Target.
and Kroger.
I don't drink energy drinks, so I have no idea.
This one doesn't have any sugar or anything, which I can't. Everything whenever I drink soda or anything, it always has to be like that, or because I just can't handle all that sugar.
Mhm.
That's what happens when you get older, I guess.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, same for me. Metabolism just.
Yeah.
I had to
Yeah.
stop drinking Monsters. They were murdering me.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I drink the white ones, the white low carb ones. But
Yeah,
those
no.
are pretty good.
Can't do it anymore. My stomach says nope.
So nope, you're done.
Can't do it.
You're too old.
Is there any 4K titles you're looking forward to this year?
Well, I'm really looking forward to Willy Wonka.
Mhm.
That's on my immediate radar. Beyond that, I mean, definitely that Columbia Classics set. For sure. Taxi Driver. I mean,
Yes.
I love. How do you all feel about?
Mm,
Because I think that's the one divisive title in that set. Not divisive because it's a bad release, but divisive because they're putting it in that set. And I feel like that's going to piss a lot of people off. At least from I've seen, it has. Because they're not going to be able to pick that up separately. I know a lot of people that aren't going to want to pay $130 for one movie.
well, me personally, I like Taxi Driver. I don't mind it being in, the 4K classics.
I don't mind
know.
it being in there, but I'm going to buy it. And I know a lot of people, but some people ain't going to want to buy all those movies.
I have it on pre-order, but the only movie I thought that did not need to be in there, and I don't know if you saw my video towards it, but Social Network, no, I'm sorry.
It's too new. It's too. I agree that I love the movie. I really like Social Network. Don't get me wrong, but it's I don't know. The idea to me with that set is they need to be that there shouldn't be anything in that set that's after 2000. I think
Yeah.
it should all be stuff like before 2000. Like
Yeah,
the
like they
90s,
did with the
the
first
90s is kind of pushing it. But yeah, the 90s. Jerry Maguire, I think, was one that I didn't love being in the last set.
Same here.
But I think that if they would have cut it off at A League of Their Own and maybe threw in one more classic title, it would have been the perfect box set.
Oh yeah, exactly. Because I know that they
They
got a
can't
lot
try
of
to be-
classic titles.
They're trying to be inclusive to a wide range of audience.
And I get it. It's a big deal because like Fincher doesn't have anything on 4K. So that'll be the first Fincher 4K. But
Mhm.
I don't think it's the one that everybody would want to be on 4K. I think a lot of people would want 7 or, Zodiac or something like that on 4K. But
Yeah.
Fight Club for sure.
That would have been a good
Yeah,
one.
that would have been one that people were
Ooh.
clamoring for. But
I don't know if the
I don't
studio
know.
owns it, but American History X.
yeah, that would have been a good one too.
Mhm.
I like that movie. Sad, but it's a good movie.
I don't know who owns that.
You got like
Hang on.
Like-
Let's race.
I thought-
Who can find it first?
I thought I had that one within reach. I thought I had that one within reach.
Jody's
I
trying
might
to
have
beat
moved
you right now.
it. I could have sworn I had it like right here. Like
This is why I keep everything in alphabetical order.
I don't have anything in alphabetical order. It's all like memory. Like I know that movie was like this was right here, literally. No, here it is. It's right here. Yeah.
Oh, he got it.
I
He
got
beat
it.
you, Jody.
It's like they're not in alphabetical order, but I remember where they were. This is New Line Cinema.
New Line. Okay, so
Yeah.
Columbia wouldn't have been able unless they licensed it or something, but
I still need to know where it is. Hang on.
You'll find it. It looks like you got a bigger collection than I do, so don't feel bad.
I don't know. They got decent collection. I know I at least have 1,000 plus, and that's for now.
Yeah, that's what I got. I probably got like 1,700 with the DVDs. That's with the DVDs, so 400. I don't know. I got a bunch of DVDs stacked over there in the corner. So
Do you use that tracker app where it tells you how many titles you actually
no,
have?
everybody asked me that, and I haven't done it yet. Somebody sent me the link to one that they recommended to me, but now it's the time. I'm on vacation now. Today was my last day. I'm off for like 12 days.
Oh, okay.
So maybe I'll do it when I'm on vacation.
There you
I
go.
don't know.
Because I think Jody right here, he said he uses an app.
Maybe
that
I'll make it a live
calculates.
stream or a video. Maybe I'll just do a video of me alphabetizing or dadding
Yeah,
my
And
DVDs.
everybody's gonna hear ding, ding.
Now you use CLZ.
Just be like a big 14-hour live stream or
Yeah.
something.
You'll get to one that it won't find, and we'll all just hear beep. Ah, shit.
I know, and then it just
There you
says
go.
this does not exist, and it's like, dude, I just scanned you. How do you not exist?
So
Do
it's
not
from Germany.
exist.
So what?
Are you into steelbooks though?
So in the very beginning, like I said, in the very beginning, like when I started collecting hardcore again back in, it was like 2016, no, maybe 2017.
Mhm.
I was really into steelbooks. I had to get like every time an Avengers movie or Marvel movie, Star Wars movie came out, I was buying the steelbook at Best Buy. I was buying the Target exclusive. Like I was double dipping like a mofo. That didn't last for too long. And I was like, why am I buying the same movie twice? I was like, I could be buying so many other movies with this money. And then I
Mhm.
stopped doing it. And now I don't even buy like a lot of the Marvel, Disney stuff anymore. Cause I mean, I hate to say it, but Disney Plus, like it comes on there and it's like when I know it's going to be on there and I know it's stuff that I'll be able to find like 3 or 4 years down the line.
Mhm.
Like I'm not worried about them running out of 4K copies of Wall-E or fucking Avengers Infinity War or whatever.
Yeah,
I know that they'll have it and they'll have it on freaking Black Friday at Best Buy for $10. So why am I going to buy it brand new for $35?
You know,
So
you just gave
those-
me a good question for Jody right here. How many like Disney steelbooks do you have?
Disney Steelbooks. So I have one, and I have one that's probably the most rare and most expensive. And I just found this out. I have the Incredibles 4K one that came out in 2018, I think.
Yeah, that
And
one's shot up in price for no
It's
reason.
worth like $300 on eBay. And somebody told me
Damn.
that because I don't pay attention to none of that stuff, like what's out of print, what's out of circulation or anything. People just tell me. Like I just found out Rosemary's Baby Criterion went out of print, and I have that one. And yeah, I looked up on eBay, and sure enough, that Incredibles 4K Steelbook is like $300. I was like, damn, I'm glad I got that one.
Right?
Yeah,
But
Incredibles
yeah,
2 is
cinema.
easy to get.
I'm still not. The Incredibles 2 Steelbook I do have also. That's like the worst Steelbook ever fucking made.
Is that the
It's got a
blue- you
it's
the-
got-
the wash machine.
It's got a washing machine on. Like, what the hell kind of cover is that? Even when I was buying it, I tried to talk myself into like, oh, this is a cool cover. Then when I got home, I was like, this is fucking stupid.
It's a futuristic
washing
washing
machine.
machine.
Get out of
Yes.
here.
Yes, sometimes
first
with the
one's
steelbooks, I don't.
The first one's like the silhouette of the whole family, and they're like running into Syndrome, and it's like
Mhm.
awesome and really cool. But I don't know. That one's lame.
Yeah, sometimes I don't understand who picks the artwork for the steelbooks. So sometimes it's kind of lame,
I have no
Especially-
idea.
especially to be charging $32.99 for it.
I mean, I'm no artist, but damn, I think I could come up better than a fucking washing machine on there.
Right?
Cinema
Jesus.
Cinema Studios says, I have a feeling that we won't see Fight Club anytime soon, unfortunately, because it's a Fox title and now it's owned by Disney.
Well,
I-
I don't know.
Oh yeah, everybody's very scared of that. I don't know.
Hopefully, if Disney or Fox don't release them, hopefully they may hand over the licensing to third-party companies.
I mean, we
Well,
just got Speed, and we're
yeah.
getting Heat, and
No.
I would
True.
think Fight Club's one of the biggest movies of the '90s. So I would have to.
I
think
don't see
that
why not,
That's in
yeah.
the plans.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that'd be, in my opinion, a big mistake if they don't. Because a lot of people would actually like to see that Dolby Vision, HDR, all the works to that movie. Because that's a very, like cinematography is just great on that movie.
Yeah, it's a very visual movie.
Yes, it is. Especially the colors, because it's like kind of reminds me of the lighting of the movie Hotel Artemis. If you guys are familiar with that.
Yeah, I've seen that. I remember it was Jodie Foster.
Yes.
Dave
Oh,
Bautista was in that. Yeah,
Jeff
I remember that.
Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, he was in that, wasn't he?
Mhm.
Damn.
Yeah, another movie that I liked actually that's kind of similar to it is what's it? Something like Bad Times at the El Royale.
Yeah, I love that movie. That was
a good movie.
That's a very like Tarantino type movie.
Yes, it does. It does kind of have that atmosphere.
Yeah, it was a. It was a tad too long. I think they drug it out a little bit too much.
Yeah.
I still really loved it though.
Did you like Chris Hemsworth's American accent?
Yeah, I thought he was great. I mean, he was only in it for like the last 30 minutes or something. I mean, he was in like sprinkled in throughout the film, but then like, he really came in at the end. But yeah, I thought everybody was great in the movie. Jeff Bridges is great in everything, but I thought he was really great in that one.
He was great in the 1976 King Kong.
Yeah, I still need to watch my damn copy. So I ordered the freaking thing like at the beginning of May, I think. I didn't get it till like a couple weeks ago. It's like right at the beginning of June.
You guys seen the Last Picture Show? That's Jeff Bridges as well. That's a classic. It's a good one. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I know that one.
Yeah.
I've heard of it before. I've heard of it.
Came out about 70, I think, 71. I have to look it up, but it's a really good movie.
Who's familiar with the movie Freaked?
Oh yeah,
Me. Yep.
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
And
I haven't seen it.
I've been trying to get it on Blu-ray. It's out of print.
Yeah.
I've been trying to just kind of stumble across it.
Apparently, you can only get it from Spain, and it's all region, but you can get it from Spain.
Okay, well, I'll order that tonight. Yeah,
There you go. But no,
Is that a newer movie?
No, it's a '90s movie.
it's crazy.
It is. Alex Winter, who played Bill from Bill and Ted, and he's basically kind of an ass in this movie who becomes mutated and has to learn how to be a genuine, decent person and like beat this whole mutation that he's going through.
He gets mutated into that.
Yeah.
And cousin
What does that say, John?
It said a lot of the Fox movies that have gotten recent 4K release are because the restorations were done previous to Disney purchasing them. I just don't see Disney putting the money in for new restorations. That's definitely true for A New Hope. That was definitely done before. That was done like 14, I believe, or at least maybe prior to 14. But I know it was. They were talking about it back in 2014 about A New Hope getting that Fox transfer, and that's why A New Hope looks better than the rest of the 4Ks in the Star Wars line. So, but
I still haven't watched any of the Star Wars in 4K.
In 4K, I haven't watched them yet, but I've definitely seen all of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Anybody hate any of them?
Star Wars?
Yeah, like any of the titles that just don't, I guess, sit with you that well, or you could have said they could have done better.
Any of the new ones.
I don't know if I'll say hate. I don't know if I'll go as strong as hate, but I really dislike The Rise of Skywalker. I really dislike the most recent one.
Jedi was crap.
Yeah, I can take any of the other one. I can take the prequels all day long. They're not great movies, but like I think in retrospect, like all the hate that they get, I don't think is entirely justified. I think that they still tell really good stories.
I think everybody still wants to see Jar Jar Binks become Sith.
Yeah, I still enjoy watching those movies. I think it tells a good story. I think it's probably the most focused trilogy of all of them, to be honest, as far as the story, just from point A to B, the story, the fall of Anakin Skywalker to the dark side.
Yeah.
But I mean, the first three of the originals are like in my top 50 of all time. The Empire Strikes Back is my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, you know what? I would have to agree that Empire Strikes Back is my favorite out of the whole entire series.
Yeah.
If I had to pick a second, and I think this is just because Natalie Portman is my Hollywood crush, I would have to say Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yeah. I get. Everybody says the Phantom Menace is the weakest of the prequels, and most everybody will say that Revenge of the Sith is the best one, which I agree. But I also really like Phantom Menace. I don't know. I love the pod racing stuff.
And Darth Maul, he was badass.
Darth Maul's badass. The whole fight at the end that's still probably the best lightsaber fight in the entire.
Oh, I agree.
All of the movies, like every single one of them.
As bad as I don't want to cut in here, but as bad as Last Jedi was, the thing that's crazy is that's Ryan Johnson. So he goes on to do Knives Out, which is a great movie. I love Knives Out. I just don't think I don't know what his deal was with the Last Jedi. Why he's just completely But I don't want to get into it. But it's just Knives Out's a good movie. That's what I was trying to get at.
And I heard Netflix
enjoyed
bought
that.
the property for Knives Out is gonna like do the other like sequels.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you all like the first? Did you all like Force Awakens?
Force Awakens? I
Yeah,
mean,
it's all right.
I did,
Yeah.
honestly, just because it had been years since we actually saw Star Wars movie in general. So when
Did
I
that
heard
make
that
you all-
was coming,
Did it make you optimistic about what was coming after it?
I
Just from
mean,
now on?
honestly, since Star Wars wasn't too big of a deal for me, it's visually entertaining. Because like when I watched the last one, which is what was it, like Rise of Skywalker or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that one was just basically the grimmest one, dark, gritty, and I enjoy that type of atmosphere. They made Palpatine look even more evil, than say like in the more prequel, ones.
Yeah.
And that's just me.
I hated that they brought him back. I thought it undermined everything from the original trilogy. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I'm like him throwing Darth Vader throwing him down the thing at the end of the Death Star at the end of Return of the Jedi is pointless. Like it means nothing. Like that was supposed to be like Darth Vader. Anakin died over that. That was his turn to the good side. And all of that just means nothing if he comes back. And they don't even explain why he comes back. He's just like back in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Actually, I heard that how he came back is that he actually cloned himself.
Yeah, I heard that too. He's a clone of him, so it's not even the Emperor.
Yeah, not like him, the original that got thrown down. Just that was, the soul of the original went to him or something.
But my only problem with that is they didn't explain that in the movie.
No, they didn't.
They expect you to read books and
Yes, they do.
look on the internet and all this stuff. Like, explain it in the movie. Like, I'm in the movie theater watching your 2+ hour movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you should be able to explain all of your story in that time.
I think that's why I like biopics better on that aspect, because they actually will go into detail on certain, things.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, John?
I wish Lucas had made the trilogy. Because did you guys ever see any of the treatment he supposedly got leaked out online what he was working on? He basically started to make it, and then Disney offered him to buy it, and he actually kind of got screwed around. Is why he ended up selling it. He started to change his mind during the middle of the process, and they basically had him over a barrel legally, and so he was forced to sell it to Disney in the end. But the whole storyline was crazy. He was going to explore the midichlorians and all that stuff, the whole origin of the midichlorians. It was weird. It sounded right up my alley. David Lynchian style Star Wars, could have been. It was.
I just think it's funny how everybody was like, oh fuck, well, George Lucas is out of touch, like his prequel trilogy sucks and it's going to be so much better with Disney now, and now look where we're at.
And then you hear someone, Spielberg, can you take this over?
But I will give them credit and say that The Mandalorian's damn good. It's a damn good Star Wars show. But
I enjoyed it.
It's because I think Lucas is an advisor on that show. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's like with Dave Filoni, who did Clone Wars and all that stuff, and they created those shows together, those cartoon shows.
Oh.
So Dave Filoni is heavily involved in Mandalorian, as is Jon Favreau.
I was about to say
both
Jon
of them,
Favreau.
both of them are working together. But I think that's why it's so good, because Lucas is more involved in the shows than they would let him or allow him to be in the movies. Because he offered to advise on the movies, but they didn't want any part of him.
Aw.
Yeah,
they threw his script out.
Yeah.
They basically agreed to make his movies, and then as soon as they got the rights, they threw it in the garbage. And
Which the guy is such a good world builder and
Yeah.
like
Oh,
can
yeah.
tell a great story. The only problem with the prequels is that they allowed him to write the dialogue, and which he's not good at writing dialogue.
No.
Yeah.
And he's not a great director.
See, that's what I think. What
Um,
happened to Wonder Woman '84? She's a good director, but
Yep,
not a
exactly.
great writer.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
And I
agree.
was upset because I was born in '84. You know.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, you did not give the '80s the proper treatment."
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, he directed the first one's great. A New Hope is a great movie. He directed that one. You can give him credit for that one. But then, Irvin Kershner with Empire Strikes Back, which is arguably the best one. I forget the damn guy's name who did Return of the Jedi. I got to look that up real quick. It's escaping me.
I should know it. It's one else.
It's
Did
I'm pretty sure it's
But,
somebody that's
but
name
American-
is started than it.
The thing is, he did a great job with American Graffiti and THX 1138.
I
were
still
great
need to
movies.
watch American
Yeah.
Graffiti. I do want to see that.
Yeah.
I have not seen
That's a
that
good
yet.
movie.
It is good.
And THX 1138's good.
Didn't he do one
mean,
called
it's
like
weird.
Red Skies or something? Is that what it's called? Red Tails. You do that?
Mm,
I don't think I know
I
that
think
title.
yeah, I've seen it, but I don't know if he
I know the
directed.
title.
Did he produce it or direct it? Let me
The
look
only
that up.
red movie that I know of is Red Dawn.
Okay, it's Richard Marquand. That's who directed
Mark-
Marquand, maybe? That's who
Yeah.
directed. It's a weird name. It's one I don't know off the top of my head.
I'm using a phone, so I can't really see the small print.
Patrick Curran asks, "What's your favorite horror movie of all time?"
Oh Jesus!
Jody hates those questions.
I hate those questions.
It's The Exorcist. That's mine.
Exorcist, really?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I just got this. I'll put it up on my Instagram today, but see if I can reach it. I'll take my headphones off.
Okay.
I got this little like the Toonie Terrors. I started collecting those. I got
Oh,
an
yeah,
Exorcist
nice.
one. I got a Michael Myers one too, but I just started collecting those.
I went and bought my
Hmm.
first toys today that I promised myself I wasn't going to buy, but I bought some Masters of the Universe. So
I knew you would.
yeah,
Were you resistant to the idea of collecting toys?
yeah, I did a video. My last video that came out, it was the unboxing toys from my childhood, and it was the first one was Turtles, and then I've got He-Man and Transformers, and I
own
watched
those
some other,
series.
I watched some other people's videos, and mainly like Collector's Crush. I don't know if you've seen her. Her and her boyfriend do. They basically collect toys and stuff on there, and
The only toy
I've watched
collector.
those. So I've got
Sorry.
caught the bug. Yes.
What I was going to say is for toy collectors in general, there's only one that I've really watched, and it's somebody who actually collects all the wrestling toys. And it happens to be the Long Island guy that Zack Ryder, I think is his name, and he's literally like an avid toy collector, but just strictly wrestlers. So I think the most he's ever paid for was like $5,000 on a toy. Yeah, and he
I
said
ain't
his
paying that
girlfriend
much.
was gonna hate him.
You know how many movies I can buy for that?
Right?
I know, or like
Yeah,
seasons of
I-
a TV show.
I'll collect like buying a NECA is like expensive for me, and like
Oh,
those
yeah.
are only $30. Like that's
Oh.
it's like my limit.
Yeah, only.
But then there's people that order statues for $600, $700,
But
$800.
Funkos are
and
like that too.
Hot toys and everything else.
Did
Yeah,
you see an Optimus Prime?
I won't buy a Funko unless it's like $3 or $4.
Mhm.
I got the Castaway one at Target, and it was like on clearance for like $2 or $3.
Oh, nice.
Do you see that Optimus Prime that I don't know if it's Hot Toys or what companies put it out, but it's a
It's just straight Hasbro.
transforms. Yeah, it transforms. It transforms itself
His
and
voice
drives
activated.
around. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's insane.
I have no interest in that kind of stuff. The high end.
I mean,
stuff.
they're
That's
nice.
crazy,
They
but-
look nice on your shelf, but yeah, that's too much.
I'm
I ain't
gonna
got that.
grab-
I ain't got that kind of dough.
I'm gonna grab
Yeah.
something to show you guys. So go ahead and talk amongst yourselves, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, I actually. No, go ahead, man.
I saw the video on the Optimus Prime, so I just wanted to know. So I went on the Hasbro site. Pre-order is already sold out, and it's like $800.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
too
who's
damn
got-
much.
Why are we doing this?
That's too much.
It's way too much. I've got a couple of Mezco. That's probably as expensive as I get.
Yeah, I was gonna say I work in a warehouse. It's like an Amazon type warehouse, and we do Funko Pops. Like that's like one of our big items. So I see like thousands of Funko Pops daily. So I'm not like always itching to get those because they're like associated with work in my head.
Right.
But I mean, a lot of them like they'll look cool like when I see them and I want to get them. But I just see so many of them. It's just kind of like, and it's just another thing to collect. And I don't want to get addicted to another thing to collect. I'll buy it if I see one for cheap, but I'm not going to get into it like that.
I don't really collect Funkos, but I got a few, and these are the only ones I've been collecting. I found one today that I didn't have, and it's that King Kong Godzilla versus King Kong one.
Yep, those are
You
nice.
probably can't see them; they're reflecting too much. You can't see, but oh, there you go.
Yeah, I think last weekend we packed out like freaking 5,000 of those or something. They were a real hot item last weekend.
That's the one with the battle axe.
Yeah.
I want to get a couple more. I want to get Mecha Godzilla and the Godzilla that looks like he's shooting. It looks like he's shooting flames.
Yeah, they're really cool. I like
And
that. They did
that's
a good job on those.
So I got this deluxe action figure right here.
Yeah, that's nice.
Nuts.
The crow.
There we go. I was trying to see.
One, what's that? The Diamond something?
Yeah, Diamond Select.
Yeah.
I like it very much. It's really cool.
Mezco's gonna come out with one, and I'm gonna try to grab it.
Nice. Let me know when that comes out, because you could share a link and definitely like to check that out.
It'll probably definitely sell out pre-orders.
The only thing I want to say to 073 Media here is I don't call it bad robot. I call it bad reboot, because you get the Jar Jar Abrams effect with any of his stuff. He's destroyed Star Wars. He's destroyed Star Trek.
I can't even talk.
JJ.
He destroyed E.T. with his Super 8 movie.
You know what? I actually enjoyed Super 8.
I haven't seen it in a while. I remember when I watched it, I was just like, okay. And
I just thought it was entertaining. I really didn't pay attention to the story so much. It was just more of like, I want to see.
I think the problem with that movie is like it looked like Cloverfield, like from the trailers, like it was going to be like another Cloverfield type movie, but with kids and like kind of like an 80s throwback.
I didn't even think of that.
And then when I watched it, it was just it was trying so hard to be like the old Spielberg films from the 80s, like E.T., Close Encounters. And it was just like I felt that so much when I watched it. And I was like, all right, this is fine, but like I'll just go watch E.T. if I want to watch a movie like this.
Spielberg discovered him, didn't he? Though, or had some to do
He
with his
did.
upbringing. Like a protege type situation.
I'm not like a J.J. Abrams hater, but I'm definitely not like on board with most of the stuff he does. That makes me. I like The Force Awakens. I thought he did a good job bringing Star Wars back. It felt like Star Wars, but like he said, there was no plan. Like you could tell that by the time they got to Rian Johnson's The Last Jedi, which I don't hate. There's a lot of really. I like how it goes against the grain and does but it was clearly like, well, I'm just going to do my own damn thing with this. Yeah. Like screw everything that came before it. I'm just going to do. It's good as like an Elseworld Star Wars film. Like what if this happened in Star Wars? It was a cool concept like that, but it just didn't fit with anything else.
Too bad they couldn't mix like Star Wars with Killer Clowns from Outer Space and then have some type of battle. That would have been
right.
Nice.
There you go. That's the plan. They should have put you in charge over there.
That would have been an awesome take, actually. Because then you could find out like what their world looks like and how they work on their planet, like how it. Because I mean, all you get is just a spaceship that looks like the freaking tent, to a circus, and. Yeah, and nothing else.
Yeah.
But I love that movie so much.
I do too. It's a favorite. Especially for like worst horror movies, so to speak, because I know a lot of people do consider it a bad movie.
No.
A cult classic.
Yes.
Yep.
It's been a long time since I've seen it. I really don't remember too much about it. I need to rewatch it again.
Yeah.
I have too many.
Definitely worth it. Well, Geek Gab confirmed.
Maybe a double feature with that and Clown Tornado.
There you go.
There you go. I know that Geek Gab. I had asked him on one of his Q&A things that he was doing with his story thing, and I said, like, you know, do you think or believe? I can't remember exactly, like word for word, but that Killer Clowns is going to get a 4K physical release, and he said that he does believe it will because the master is already there.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, that's good to know, and that I would definitely pick that up.
Yeah.
It would be an interesting release.
Oh yeah, especially if they make a steelbook for it.
Just to see how much if anybody got excited for it.
I know I will.
Because I feel like it has grown like a pretty sizable cult following.
Yeah.
This may be an odd one. Anybody excited for Howard the Duck having a 4K?
Yes.
That's so weird and awkward
Yes.
of a release. But
It's
yeah,
an
I'll
awkward
get
weird.
it.
I'm excited. I mean,
I'm buying that. I would buy that one over Super 8 on 4K. I'm happy to have that one.
I was actually just excited for the new art. I was so expecting the release to have like just the same generic stuff, but when I saw the new art, I was like, oh yeah, for sure, I'm buying that.
But then I'm thinking to myself, like, does it really need a 4K?
No.
Because I saw it at Walmart the other day for like $5 on Blu-ray, and I wanted to own it in my collection and watch it again. But I'm like, I know the 4K is coming, but am I going to buy the 4K? Is it worth a 4K upgrade for Howard the Duck?
well, I think it's going to have
I'll
a
go ahead and
Blu-ray
get
with it, so I don't think you would need that $5 one because it'll have dual discs. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
I was
I'm
in
interested.
Walmart. I was in Walmart today looking through their $5. Which actually in my Walmart, it's just saw the $6.95 Blu-ray bin now.
Yeah, it's gone up. It's gone
Oh,
up.
It's same here. But yeah, it went up there.
Yeah, and I was looking through there, and I was like, yeah, these will be at Dollar Tree here in a couple months. So I'm not buying any of them.
Mine will actually have some decent titles in there, but a lot of them I already own. And a lot of them, like, it's like still at $7. It feels like too much.
Oh yeah.
So
I
it's
mean,
like
yeah, because I work at Big Lots, and
Big Lots has the same movies for way less, and so does
Yeah.
Dollar General.
yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Like when I heard about Dollar General having some, stuff, I was like, what? I didn't know they had that, there. Like, because I heard
Dollar General goes hard, man. They
real.
They be slapping over at Dollar General.
Because I can't remember if it was you or someone else that I was watching that went to like and showed off like steel books or something that they got from Dollar General.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know
I
if it
was
was
like,
me, but I showed off some stuff. They were like Wrath of Titans or something. It was like those
Yeah.
Clash of Titans, something like that.
Yeah, I think I brought up on the last video. I saw Superman Returns steelbook over there.
Oh,
That's
I
a
think
pretty good
that's-
one. I would have got that.
No, I was shocked they had it, but I had a custom one just made. I'm like, well, shit, I could have saved some money.
I think you got some of that stuff I got too. Some of those box sets are really nice. You got one of them like the Frank DARPA or whatever. Like
They had the Frank Darabont one, and then they
Darabont,
had a musical one. That's the one I got. With like Singing in the Rain. There was like 4 movies for $10.
Damn.
And they were all on Blu-ray. It wasn't DVD. Then they had the Frank Darabont set, but it had Green Mile and Shawshank Redemption. I already had those on Blu-ray, so I would have just been buying it for the Majestic, the Jim Carrey movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd never seen the Majestic, so I didn't know if it was worth $10 or not. Maybe it was.
I
don't know.
heard it was good.
I liked it. I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah, I hadn't personally seen it yet, but I had heard good things about it. I know that Shawshank Redemption is getting a 4K later this year as well.
Yeah, I need to rewatch that one again. It's been a while.
Yeah, I've found both of these.
Oh yeah, I saw those too.
Those steel books.
Yeah,
Mm,
I think
Those
I
are
got
good
both of
finds.
them now. Yeah.
Do you all remember? I think it was as recent as 2 years ago, but Dollar General, they had like buy one get one 50% off or something, and there was like a glitch when you would go up there to check out. Anyway, there was some kind of glitch. It was some deal, but when you go up there and check out, basically every movie was $1.25. So that happened, I think, in 2017 for the first time, and I got like 50 movies for like $60 or something.
damn.
So I was able to grow my collection fast back in like 2017, 2018, just off of the Dollar General, because there were some quality titles in there.
Well, I know
then.
before all that, like when Blockbuster was still around, they had that like they would take off, titles off the shelf, like maybe a certain amount of numbers, and then they would like tag them and say like, oh, you can get 4 for $20 or 5 for $20, and that was how some people were able to start collecting as well.
It was like buy two get one free, so they were like $5 a piece. So then you bought two, so then you were getting basically 3 for $3.33. But then it was like marking down again. There was some kind of glitch, like it kept halving it when you would check out, and it basically got down to like 124. So you're getting 4 Blu-rays for $5. And there's a lot of really good titles in there. Like there weren't no shitty Dollar Tree Blu-ray titles. It was like real movies in there. Because I got like the whole Die Hard series, like all 5 Die Hard movies on Blu-ray there. So all the Taken movies, like I was getting like completing like franchises just off the Dollar General.
Jody recently made a TikTok video where he said, "We don't talk about the 5th one."
No.
I haven't seen
It
the
was
5th one. I've seen 1 through 4. I haven't seen the 5th one.
It was like
You ever seen
wrote-
part 6?
They don't have part 6, do they?
was
Is there
6?
part 6?
It's Always Sunny
Are you
in
messing with me?
Philadelphia did part 6. Remember?
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that this one? Look, I still
Yes.
got that. I bought this 4 years ago, and I still have the plastic on it. I haven't watched it yet.
It's like somebody made
Oh,
like,
is that you talking about Die Hard? Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
I also got Live Free, Die Hard.
I'm
See, I was
yeah, I'm
actually-
sorry.
I thought that one was good.
I did like Live Free or Die Hard. I did like
Yeah.
that one.
But that
I'm thinking
5th
about
one,
Lethal Weapon.
It's the 5th one. It's like they wrote a movie and they were like, you know what this movie needs? John McClane. He's just in
Yeah.
there he's in there for no reason. And
No,
he's-
there's some movies where John McClane himself is actually a cameo, and nobody knows that's what he is in that movie.
it's genius. It's genius.
Yeah, a lot of movies do that, and I didn't even catch that. Apparently, Michael Keaton did it with one of his characters too.
Did-
Yeah,
What's this person saying? What's going on here?
yeah. What does that say?
In a weird way, streaming is actually helping physical media. People are realizing that streaming can be tampered with in terms of editing, as well as people are how expensive streaming will become.
I think that streaming is. I think of it like a bubble that's eventually going to burst.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many streaming services coming out every day. Like
Mhm.
freaking McDonald's is going to have a streaming service in a couple of years. It's like there's going to be 500 streaming services all for $10,
Let's do the math.
and
That's
people aren't going to want to pay like $5,000 a month for
no.
500 streaming services. They're going to be like, wait a second, why am I paying all this money? I could just go out to the Dollar General and buy a Blu-ray for $4 or something.
For a one-time fee, and it's
And then I
mine
got it forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I was actually shocked with the Disney Plus, all the little things that they've been editing in past releases.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like,
like the
really?
Splash. Didn't they like edit out Daryl Hannah's
Yeah.
blood or something in
Yeah.
Splash?
They're doing it
Something
to
crazy like that.
cartoons. They're going back and
Well,
changing
yeah.
things.
Luckily, I own Splash on DVD.
Well, in the Back to the Future, I think it was Netflix. Maybe it was Netflix, but they edited out the nudie magazine,
Yes.
like when they open up the almanac or something. But then they added it back in. They said they made a mistake, and then they put it back in.
Ooh
Yeah.
la la!
Our bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they put it back in there. And then there's the whole Gone with the Wind shit that happened last year too.
Oh yeah, when it was taken off the shelves for a
Because the
while.
controversial character, which I still haven't seen Gone with the Wind. So it's
It's
another
a
one I
long
need to
ass
check out.
movie.
Yeah, I got it on Blu-ray though. I got this cool. I don't know if y'all collected these. They came out at Walmart a few years ago, but they're like the Icon slipcovers.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't get that.
Yeah.
But I bought that a few years ago. I got a few of them. Like The Shining had one that was really cool. Just had like an axe on it.
I've got
Yeah.
I got the steelbook version of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a cool cover.
Shining looks really good in 4K.
Yeah, that's one of the best releases, I think. Warner Brothers does a good job in general. Like I
hmm
haven't seen too many like mediocre one. They're all pretty great.
Well, I don't know. A lot of people don't like the transfer of Terminator 2.
Is that Warner Brothers?
Well, it's not Warner Brothers. I think that's Fox, because James Cameron did do that.
Yeah, no, I just mean Warner Brothers. Just
Just Warner Brothers in general.
just the Warner
Okay.
Brothers releases. Like Universal sometimes I don't know. Like they just the sting wasn't too great. I know a lot of people were high on Jaws. I didn't love the transfer for Jaws. That it could have been just me, but I didn't think it was that great. I don't know.
Well, I didn't own it on the Blu-ray, so I was just happy to have it in my collection. So when I heard it was coming to 4K, I just waited, and then
the fact that every single special feature that was on that 4K was on my Blu-ray. It was like they added nothing new. So all I bought it for was a lenticular cover. That basically is what they're telling me.
I did get the Kino Lorber release of Half Baked, and that actually has extra features on it, which is awesome. You actually see a alternate ending that I did not know about.
Was that the first time that it was was on Blu-ray, or did it have was that
very first?
It had been on Bluray before, I thought.
I don't remember seeing it ever.
I've got it somewhere on Blu-ray.
Yeah,
you sure?
Yeah,
it's not with my H's. I don't know if it's a shout.
I guess it's one of those re-releases, like they
just did the. Lorber. Well, this one's Kino Lorber.
Yeah.
It was like they just released Alpha Dog on Blu-ray from Mill Creek.
Yeah.
And that somebody said that had a Blu-ray release already. It was just Mill Creek that did a new release.
Probably gave it a new remaster, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have sworn with the Half Baked. I've seen it like out there on sites, but it's always gone. It's kind of like Freaked. Freaked has a Blu-ray release in the US, but it's long out of print.
Yeah.
So I think they just picked up the new release.
It's funny because whenever I try to look and see if there is a Blu-ray release in general of certain movies to see if I could possibly buy it, kind of example, which is a movie called Radio Flyer. It has young Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
And Tom Hanks is the narrator of the movie.
Yeah.
So, you know the movie.
Oh, yeah, I love that movie. It's
same here. And I never saw that it had a Blu-ray.
I don't think I have either. I don't think I've seen it. I've never gone looking for it, but I don't remember ever come across it.
Well, yeah, because I try to go through my collection of like DVDs in general and like try to figure out which ones actually have Blu-rays. So if I want to upgrade it, I can upgrade it to the Blu-ray. But then if I can't find it, I assume it doesn't have one. But then all of a sudden I find out like overseas, whether it be like say Australia, UK, Korean, Japanese, you find out that they have it, but the US never had it.
That happened with that Matthew Broderick movie, Project X. You ever see that?
I've never seen it.
With it's about experiments on chimps to be able to fly.
Oh yes, I did see that years ago. But yes,
in the U.S.
Is that a different Project X? Because wasn't there like a more recent Project X?
There was a party movie called Project X. Yeah.
That's what I thought you were talking about. I was like, Matthew Broderick was in it?
That's what I thought. I was like, wait, what? He was a stoner?
This one came out back in the 80s, and I don't think we ever got a Blu-ray in the U.S., but I think I got it through. I think Germany released one. So I had to get it. I love that movie. It's a great.
John, have you reached out to 4KD Ray about being on one of the battles, the movie collection battles? Because the way I just saw you were looking through all your movies reminded me of like one of the competitors on there looking through their movies to grab a release. Because usually that's how it always ends up. Like, go grab this movie, and then both of them will be like running down their shelves to pick their movie up. Just the way you have your camera set up.
I think he was trying to look for Half Baked because
I swear I have it on Blu-ray. I don't know why I can't find it, but it's not in my H's. I don't know if it's some of my boutique stuff's in the other room. So I got part of it's here and parts in the other room, but I think my Shout Factory, I don't know if it's Shout or who released it. I might be mistaken, but I'm positive I've got it on Blu-ray because that's like one of those movies I would definitely was looking forward to coming out on Blu-ray.
Yeah,
back in the day. I like the new transfer. So
regardless, I'll have a new copy first of the week. So
there you go. Problem solved.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get the new one?
I ordered it. Yeah, I pre-ordered it. I'm getting everything I order. It's coming slower than shit, basically.
That's always how it happens.
Yeah. I just got my Godzilla versus Kong yesterday in the mail. My steelbook.
You pre-order a lot of stuff?
I do.
Yeah.
And most of my stuff will either come on time or maybe a tad bit early. It just depends.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're late, but that's not a lot though.
there for a long time. Things, especially Best Buy stuff, was coming early. It would come like over the weekend before it was released. I'd get like on a Saturday.
Yeah, they were. I remember because last year at the beginning of the quarantine and everything, I was ordering a lot of stuff from Best Buy, and I was getting like, I remember getting Jaws like 5 days early.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh damn, this is like getting a review copy or something.
yeah.
I was like, shit.
I wish I was able to get review copies.
I was like, I feel special right now, getting it 5 days before it come out.
Wish I had those ins and outs. Like, hey, hook it up.
You'd be surprised, man. Try reaching out to some people.
I was shocked how easy it is.
Really?
Yeah, it's. I mean, I don't have any like deals with the Universal or anybody like that, but I've got one with like Mill Creek, and I get a lot of Arrow stuff.
Yeah.
And I got that like through my Instagram when I was doing mostly Instagram. I didn't even have a channel yet when I got. all of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to get Mill Creek. I got to reach back out. They changed their rules like a year or something ago.
Yeah,
and I didn't qualify.
Well,
then, but since
I don't
then,
know.
they added YouTube and stuff.
The only rule I know that they changed was they want you to basically they want to make sure the people that they're giving the stuff to is actually covering it and doing stuff with it. So they want you to, make sure that you're covering on Instagram or YouTube, at least through something, and then you have to email them back the link.
Yeah.
That you reviewed
Like that
it.
you did it, and they can see it and go, "Oh, yay!"
Arrow,
that's
they
fair,
don't
though.
act like they give a shit. Like they send it to you, and it's like I'll email them the link back anyway, just because. But sometimes they're hit or miss. They don't always send me everything. They'll send me like stuff to, do you want this? And they're like, well, promo copies are limited. And then I'll say that I want it, and then sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. But here recently, it's been pretty good though.
Yeah, I'm the same way with Arrow. I've got an Arrow contact, and I'm shocked sometimes when they send the limited ones, or even the box sets. I'm like, for real? Okay, cool.
Yeah, same here. I don't know if you got that Years of Lead collection.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, it's a nice ass box set.
I was not expecting that at all.
That Bill Rebane collection too. I got that one. And I need to dig into that. I'm trying to dig into both of those when I'm on vacation.
Yeah, I definitely need to reach out to them because
you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what you can get. And I prefer having like the connections with Arrow, and I would love to get in with like Scream Factory or Criterion or something. I would love to have like connections with all those, preferably over like the studios. Shit, because that's the actual collector shit. Like
now,
that's the stuff that's the worst of it. All the stuff from the studios will be up on freaking sale at Best Buy Black Friday, like $8 in 6 months. So
I'm like this. I'm this close with Scream Factory. I'm this close.
Oh well, when you get there, let me know.
But
the question is, are you actually emailing them, or is it like say through social media?
No, I emailed them. See, and I've just gotten really lazy about it now. I need to get on it and try to get more contacts and stuff, because I got a bigger following now than I did a year ago. So I don't know why I don't try more, but I don't. I just kind of have my Arrow stuff and Mill Creek. I used to get Warner Archive stuff too, but they had a stranger deal. Now they're basically, they're not out of business, but they don't have their own site anymore. They got different contacts.
Yeah,
that thing kind of fell by the wayside. But I would request 2 titles from them. They would let me do 2 titles a month, any titles in their whole collection. Didn't have to be new. And I would get them. When I reviewed them, I sent them the links to the reviews, and then they would send me 2 more. So that was the deal with them.
Yeah.
So I like getting the Warner Archive stuff, because that's all like classic movies, and got a lot of classic horror titles and stuff.
Well, I heard that Cool World is actually now in the works to get a Blu-ray.
Oh, it needs to. I've been waiting on that one.
Yeah, I got the out of print.
Isn't it? Is that Kino? Is Kino doing that one? Kino's doing that one, right?
Probably.
I'm not sure, but I believe it's a Warner Brothers title.
It's quite possible.
Is it still under Warner Brothers?
That's what I thought. I mean, because I know when I did my video, I talked about it being a Warner Brothers, studio at least.
Yeah.
But if somebody's trying to license to get it to put it on Blu-ray, it could be Kino.
Yeah.
But I'm not 100% on that, so don't quote me.
Yeah, I think it's Kino. I think Kino's getting it.
That'd be good. I'll definitely pre-order that one.
Oh yeah, same here. But I don't think I'll ever get rid of that DVD now because it was such a bitch to find.
See, it seems like it's always at my used store.
That's weird.
At least
I
like
wish I
2
found that. If I would have found that movie, I would grab it.
on DVD.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, I'll grab it
'Cause
next
I-
time, guys. You talk
Because
me into it.
I don't know if I'm I don't know if I'm gonna get the Blu-ray when it comes out. I don't know. What's that gonna be, like $15 or $20 or something? I remember
What's that
Cool
for?
World when I was a kid, and
Yeah.
I didn't love it. But I was a kid, and maybe I like it better now. It was always like when it came to like live action and animation, there was always that movie. Then there was Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yep.
I loved Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I still do. That's like probably my top 15 movies of all time. I love that movie.
And that's either getting 4K late this year or maybe early next year.
Ah,
from what
that
I
would be
understand.
freaking awesome.
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah.
so awesome.
Oh
I
yeah,
love it.
because I think Disney is going to continue doing it because from what I
It's-
understand, they're trying to separate like Disney itself from like say Fox. Like it's still owned by Disney, but Fox
That
is still
movie's
able
on-
to.
That movie's
create.
on Disney Plus, right? Isn't it on Disney
Yeah.
Plus? It's
Yeah,
on
I think
Disney
so.
Plus.
I think so.
It's such an overlooked movie. I don't think that enough people like even talk about that movie or have seen it. I think that a lot of people just think, "Oh, it's this weird cartoon from the '80s or whatever." But
It's an
it's like-
awesome movie.
it's like a freaking noir movie. It's
Uh-huh.
a detective story. It's just so
Oh,
many different
yeah.
things in one, and it's far more mature. I watched a movie when I was like 5 or 6. When I watch
yeah.
it as an adult, I tried watching it with my kids a few years ago. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is much more mature than I thought.
Yeah, I did that the other day with my girlfriend because we were watching it too because I have the Blu-ray and I was like, dude, we haven't watched this in forever. Let's watch it. And she's like, okay. And we're watching it. My son's watching it too. And I'm like, God damn, you see like how like all the sexual innuendos and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was like, I was surprised I didn't go through puberty sooner with Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
I know, and everybody crushed on that cartoon character.
Yeah. PG.
She
back
was
in the
worth
day,
it.
it's
She was
definitely
worth
like a
it.
hard PG-13 now.
Yeah. It's just funny because the person who voiced Jessica Rabbit, I forget her name, but what was her name? She was in the movie Serial Mom. She was the mom, of course.
Kathleen Turner.
Kathleen Turner.
Thank you, Turner. Yes. But she was the voice. And when you see like 2 and 2 together, you're like, wow, I wouldn't think they would go with Kathleen Turner. But her voice does fit that character for some odd reason.
Yeah,
And
no,
it worked
was
out.
Yeah, that raspy voice. Yeah, it works.
Because when you hear her sing, she sounds
And then
very, you know.
Doctor Doom, like Christopher Lloyd, such a great
Oh, hell
villain
yeah.
in that movie.
That was awesome.
And like the end when his eyes go all nut, like I remember that terrifying.
Never
me as a
me,
kid. Terrifying.
Y'all
Pure
talk amongst
nightmare fuel.
yourselves. I'm gonna go get more water.
Yeah,
Okay.
go for
Awesome.
it. What does that say, John?
Oh,
The comment?
got to get going. Have a great night, Patrick Curran.
Oh,
Bye,
have a good night,
Patrick.
man.
Physical media
Eugene.
forever.
What does
I
that
can
one
thank
say?
everybody for coming into the chat tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely for anybody who came. Because
Physical-
it doesn't
physical
show
media
me on
forever.
my end.
Yeah.
It just shows me the layout, but it doesn't show me who's actually live on the screen for chats.
It's Carrie Bork, I think. Burke, maybe. Good afternoon, Ken. Your guests.
They're not my
And your
guests.
guest.
I'm their guest.
I guess I kind of slid you over. I've been thinking I slid you over into the command slot there earlier. I put you on
No,
top, and I wasn't thinking about it. Yeah.
I linked the stream to my my community post on my on my channel. So when it shows up, like all my subscribers will see it, and so they might have clicked on it thinking it was my channel.
Oh, maybe.
Well, in normal viewing, usually the place you're in is usually the person running the show. I just flipped you around,
Yeah,
put myself on the bottom, put you on top. So
I don't want to run
Listen,
nothing
I don't
tonight.
care.
I came here just to relax.
I know you're not doing the job tonight. We
No.
are. And apparently, that person that left a comment, they're from Australia.
Yeah, I'm always surprised.
good day,
Like,
mate.
I got a lot of people that watch me from like Thailand and like
Hmm.
all over the world. It's always really cool to hear people.
Oh,
say,
yeah, definitely.
I'm from over here, and I'm like, oh well, shit.
You ever notice that like overseas physical media is more like, say, like embraced over there
Mm-hmm.
than
Yeah.
here?
And
Oh,
I don't think they have a lot of options for buying it over there. At least not as many places to buy stuff as we do.
that
So
too.
like they're like really hungry for it because
Mhm.
they love it and they don't have as many places to go. So
Oh, I know, like the
Um,
Best Buy, Target, Walmart, and plethora of other places, especially online.
because I'll have people comment, they'll be like, I can't find a lot of this stuff, and it's like I like
Mhm.
kind of living vicariously through you as you go into stores and look for things. They just think it's
Yeah.
cool.
Would you ever
But
think
then-
of going into custom steelbooks?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Like doing what? Like collecting them or doing them?
Or like maybe collecting, like if there was a certain title you wanted a steelbook for, but have somebody actually make it for you.
I mean, I'm not too into steelbooks anymore. It depends. It depends on how much it costs. Depends on if it was a movie I really liked. But yeah, I haven't stopped collecting steelbooks. But I don't gravitate towards them as much as I used to.
I like steelbooks actually.
I still like the thing is that I said that last year. If they're releasing like a new movie and it's got a steelbook and it's got a 4K slipcover, most of the time I like the 4K slipcover better than I do the steelbook design.
Mhm.
So I'll grab the 4K slipcover, and I just like the look of the slipcovers on my shelf. But I still have I have like 60 or 70 steelbooks, and they've been releasing a ton of really awesome steelbooks this year. Like that Dirty
Mhm.
Dancing steelbook was awesome.
Yes, it was.
The Backdraft steelbook, the Dread steelbook, Do the Right Thing steelbook was awesome. So I've been collecting. If I like the design on it, I usually get it.
I didn't know Do the Right Thing. Oh, Do the Right Thing. I was thinking a different title. Sorry.
Yeah, that one had a Target exclusive.
Yeah,
Target
I got that
exclusive
one.
on 4K.
I
yeah.
got confused with a different title because when you said Do the Right Thing, I heard That Thing You Do.
Yeah.
That's why I almost was like, wait a second, I didn't. Yeah, and so I got confused.
And
Thank you.
I'll buy them at like FYE. Sometimes they'll be on sale for like $7-8. I just don't. I'm not into paying $35 for a brand new steelbook anymore. It's just not worth it to me.
That's kind of my problem. I'm an impulse.
To get the $35 ones. Because I'll go into Best Buy and I'll be like, all right, I can get the 4K for 30, or I can get it for 35. Or even this past week, Godzilla vs. Kong was $37.
Mhm.
So they've upped it $2 more
Mm.
than the regular ones. But Wonder Woman 1984 actually went down. That's been in stores for like months. And
Yeah.
the steelbook went down to $22.
They
But I'm
can't
like,
sell it.
I still can't I'm still not going to get it because I don't like the movie. I hate it.
It's funny because a lot of people liked Pedro Pascal's character in the movie.
I love Pedro Pascal. I think he's good in everything. But yeah, I don't know. It was just a bad movie.
Well,
It's just a bad movie.
Fun fact about Pedro Pascal, if nobody knows, he was actually in the show for one episode, of course, of Law and Order SVU.
Oh, was he?
Yes, he was. He was actually they made him basically be a dumb cop.
Yeah, he did. The first thing I saw him was Game of Thrones. Because he was the I don't know if any of y'all watch Game of Thrones.
Not
Any of
personally.
y'all watch Game of Thrones?
I watched a few seasons and I got tired of it.
Yeah, I
Oh
haven't-
no!
Yeah.
You just now started watching it?
I haven't watched it yet, but today Best Buy had the whole Steelbook box set for like $100 off.
Yeah.
I kind of
Really?
bought it, so I might be watching it soon.
Kind of
watch
on it.
Yeah.
Get him watching.
$100 off.
I don't know
Really?
what show
How
John was
much was
watching
it?
over there, but it's one of the
$100?
best shows ever.
I think retail it was 2 something, so it came down to like
Yeah.
140.
Yeah, it went down quite a bit. It's still too much. I don't know. I can't bring myself to get it. But I'm very.
Most likely it's going to show up damaged. 'cause
It's so
not Best
weird
Buy.
how like I'll probably spend $120 on buying freaking Dollar Tree titles for this year, but it's like I won't buy like something I'll actually watch, like the Game of Thrones 4K box set.
Damn.
But I don't know. It's dumb the way my mind works. I need to get more about the quality than the quantity.
Did you ever join like Disney
How,
Movie Club?
Nope, I never did.
Never did.
Never did.
Because there are certain titles
I
that are
thought
on
about it.
Blu-ray
I
you
almost
can't
did.
get.
I almost did. I think 3 or 4 years ago, but I didn't do it.
I'm a member.
No.
I had to sign up twice just to become a more VIP person.
Yeah.
I only
Weird
have one of
concept.
those movies, and I ordered it, I think, through eBay. I ordered it somehow, but I got the Old Yeller. I wanted Old Yeller on Blu-ray, and that's the only of those titles that I have.
Can
Such
you
a
buy
weird-
them separately without
Yellow
being a
Slip.
member?
No.
Uh,
You have to be a member.
You have
I mean,
to be a
besides
member.
eBay?
Yeah, because I'm a member, so I can tell you. So when they offer, you can get 4 Blu-rays or DVDs for $1, but then you have to be in a contract with them for like 2 years basically, and you have to buy 4 titles at regular price, and then you get to be a part of the whole membership kind of thing too.
Awesome.
Like the perks that go along with it after, but it's a certain commitment, and I think they could be a little bit better, because even when you see them, like they'll show like retail, but that it's crossed off, and then they'll show, oh, it's a big deal, like $10.99, but then when you go to put it in your cart, it goes back to the retail price, like for like $30 or something, and I'm like, well, wait a second, why are you advertising that it's $11.99? And they have a system where you have to buy like buy one and then get one for that price.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude,
I'd like to also have the Flood Bug movies. I like to have those on Blu-ray.
I like Herbie.
Reason. Yeah.
Herbie.
Some of the classic Disney stuff I like the Parent Trap and that stuff. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
to own.
Pollyanna. I got Pollyanna.
See, and it's just the thing of now, like you can watch any one of those movies. They're all on Disney Plus.
Yeah, you
And
can.
it's like I can watch them all. So I'm not like in a real big hurry to get any of them.
Well, right now I
Um,
don't have Disney Plus, so I'm unable to view anything on there. The last thing I got to watch was Smart Guy.
I wanted to show Ken this. It's nothing special. He's probably seen it before. I know you're a big Pulp Fiction fan.
Oh no, I've never seen it. Is that a Laserdisc?
That's a Criterion. Criterion. collection,
Damn.
Pulp
Has
Fiction.
Criterion been around since Laserdisc, or did they release that special?
Since about '88. They came when they.
Have they really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were that old, honestly.
Somewhere they maybe even a couple years before, but it's right around that time period.
It's crazy. Yeah, my aunt growing up had a big Laserdisc collection. I watched a lot of movies on Laserdisc over there. I remember watching American Werewolf in London on
Oh, nice.
Laserdisc. She had it. I don't know if she still has any or not. I found a couple Laserdiscs at Goodwill a few years ago. I found both the Mighty Ducks films on Laserdisc there.
Oh, interesting.
So I still have those. So I have 2 Laserdiscs.
Yeah, I came down Laserdisc hunting probably the first of 2020 down in Louisville. I went down to the Half Price Books down there, and one of the comic book shops, I can't remember the name of it. It's
Which
down-
one did you go to? Half price.
I went to 2 or 3 of them. I don't
Did you
know.
go to
I
the one
can't
across the
remember.
street from the Chuck E. Cheese?
I don't know. I can't remember which ones I went
That's the
to
one I go to.
because I'm not as familiar with Louisville as
That
at
got a
least
little
all
creepy.
the areas.
Go one across the check.
I know.
I watched
Yeah, one across paths.
Look, so I got kids. So I used to take my daughter. I would tell her, because she'd be like 4 or 5, be like, all right, I'm going to take you to Chuck E. Cheese. I was like, but when we're done, we got to go to the Half Price Books. She
Yeah.
never liked going to Half Price Books, but it was like a little, it was a compromise.
We do have a
It's like, I'll
half
take
price
you to Chuck E.
books in
Cheese.
California.
Yeah.
They're
I
pretty
love
good.
Half Price Books. I get that's
Pretty
where I
good
get a lot of
value.
my DVDs for $1 because they'll be on clearance there, and they'll all be in pretty good condition too.
Oh yeah, they've
So you
they've
go
gotten
to-
stricter where I used to live. It was in the Bay Area, and I had brought in a disc that had little marks, and they still said no. So they're actually starting to be a little bit more stricter on that, to where the stuff they have has no marks, no nothing. That way, when you
Yeah.
do buy it, it's at least authentic and looks like it's brand new.
Yeah, they got nice stuff there. Yeah, they got a whole clearance rack of DVDs for $1, and they're all pretty good titles.
Oh yeah, I used to buy there, and then there was a place here similar, but called Rasputin.
Yeah, That one
that's
you
fun.
went to, the one you went to down there, it was loaded with Blu-rays. I didn't really look at their DVD section. The ones in Lexington, neither one of those stores really have a lot of
Do
Blu-rays.
you live?
for
You
some
live down in
reason.
Lexington?
I live in Richmond. But
Richmond.
it's about 15 minutes from Lexington.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've been down there a few times. I ain't been to Lexington a whole bunch, but which is weird. It's only like an hour away, but but I'm like 30 minutes outside of Louisville, somewhere around there.
Well, where I live sucks. I'm in like in the middle of California where it's like desert heat style, and it's not fun. So going outside right now, it's all freaking humid and but more natural heat than humid. So
Yeah.
it sucks.
Well, in Kentucky, it's like 90 one day and then it's snowing the next. So that's how
I've
it works
noticed
around
that.
here. And then it's like pouring down rain in the day after.
But it's hot as heck today. I don't know about you guys. I'm sure
Yeah.
it was.
It was hot.
Yeah.
What? How low do you go back when you're watching movies? 'Cause, I mean, I like old movies. You know, I watch silent movies. You know, if sometimes.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more into that. I think like last year I really started.
Something happened. I can't hear you guys no more.
Oh,
What did you do?
I
You're
think
on.
you
you're
hear us
muted.
now?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Something happened though. I
Am I
heard
muted?
There you go.
noise.
You back?
I can't.
Can you hear us now?
Something. I might have to click back on. So
Okay.
give me a moment.
Okay.
There he goes.
What
He's
were you
telling.
saying now?
I was so last year I started to go back into like the 30s and watch some movies from back then because I do want to watch a lot more of the classics. I want to watch a lot more Hitchcock and stuff like that. And I watched like 10 movies from 1931. I just zeroed in on that year. I love like going back to like specific years and like trying to watch a bunch of movies from that year just to get like a good feel for that year. And I watched like M, which is directed by Fritz Lang. I don't know if you've seen that one. That was a great movie. And then City Lights I watched. I watched Frankenstein and Dracula from that year. I'd never seen the original one of those two. I forget all the other ones I watched. I think I watched Public Enemy.
There I
watched
am.
Indiscreet. Yeah, there's quite a few movies I watched from 1931. And yeah, so I want to do more of that. King Kong. I watched the first King Kong. I love that one. I thought it was the best King Kong that I'd seen. And it was weird because it was like it wasn't like stop motion, or was it stop motion? I don't know what it was. I think did they have stop motion in the early 30s?
No, I don't.
30s?
I don't-
I mean, the
some of
early
it
King
could've
Kong,
been, but-
it was 1933.
I don't know.
so-
It looked really good though. The way they had him like animated or the way they moved him or made him move. It all looked great. Like the monster fights,
Some of it
tons of
might have been.
those in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been
some
trying
of
to
it
go back
probably
and watch more
was.
classics.
Like Harryhausen style, maybe stop motion type stuff.
Yeah, like I watched Sunset Boulevard. I think for the first time last year. I'd never seen that.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Have you seen
that's
Snatch?
Is that Guy Ritchie movie?
I believe so, with Brad Pitt.
I have not seen Snatch. I haven't seen that one. I know it's getting a 4K soon, so I will be able to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the question, or I guess the statement here, looking at the 4K Snatch Steelbook, it is awful. It was an awful choice of cover.
I agree. I'm not happy with it.
I went ahead and got, I think Zavvi Red Carpet in the UK did one with a slipcover.
Oh,
The slipcover's got like the classic poster on it, so I got that one coming. But yeah, the steelbook itself.
I'm thinking of it in my head. I don't think it was a great one. They don't do a lot of. See, that's the thing with steelbooks. They haven't been knocking it out of the park with some of them recently.
yeah.
At least
They
I
need
don't
to
know.
start just contracting out artists, and like kind of like that Judge Dredd one. I forget the artist's name right now, but he's done a few steelbooks, and every time he does one, they're awesome.
Yeah, that was an awesome steelbook. I think another one's coming out doesn't look good that great as the Scott Pilgrim one doesn't look too great. It's like yellow with a pink guitar.
Yeah.
Like it's okay.
I
It's
was
not
disappointed.
terrible, but
It's not
it's
It could have been better.
that's the one where the slipcover looks freaking awesome, and I'm gonna grab the slipcover. No, I ain't gonna worry about the steelbook because why am I gonna pay more money for something that doesn't look as good as the slipcover?
Well, I ended up
Yeah.
pre-ordering the Space Jam movie steelbook.
I
See, and that one's like what, the basketball court or something?
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's awful.
I mean, it's all right.
It's awful.
I love one of my favorite steelbooks is one that ties in with the movie, and that's Jumanji. I love the Jumanji
Oh,
steelbook because it's the
love
board
that
game.
one.
That's
I have
awesome
that.
steelbook.
Yeah,
That was totally worth. They put that one back in stock too.
Yeah, they
I saw
did.
it in stores a couple weeks ago.
I was actually
That was
surprised
cool.
to see it back in stock because I didn't think it was going to come back, honestly.
Yeah, Best Buy did that like a week or so ago. There was a handful of them, just came out of nowhere.
I agree with you on your video when you're talking about the Sting. As far as the cover, I think the slip cover looks really nice from the Sting.
Yeah, the slipcover was awesome. I mean, I thought the
Yeah.
steelbook looked really good too. It just, I like the slipcover. It just popped a little bit
Yeah.
more. The art, the drawing.
Oh yeah.
The movie's good. I think what turns me off about the movie is the music in it. They try to make it like that. They try to make the music era complimenting, and it
So
just
is
don't
that
work.
is
Yeah.
that music like was that original to that movie? Because like the music in that movie, I've heard hundreds of times and so many other different things, pop culture references, whatever.
It's probably something that
But
they use
was
multiple
that-
times in general.
I don't
It-
think so. I don't think it's.
It felt
original, but,
older. It felt older than the 70s. It felt like something that would have came out in like a 40s or 50s movie.
Yeah, I mean, I think they were trying to match the era of the movie
Maybe.
with that music, but it was just not. It just didn't work. It's just to me, it doesn't.
I
Well,
like
it's funny-
everything on the train in that movie, like everything that's on the train. But when they get off the train and they start trying to unravel the plot, and it goes in
Mhm.
all these like meandering directions, that's where it kind of lost me a little bit.
Well, it's funny because like comedy movies will kind of do that. Like example, Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, when the very first one, and he is trying to investigate that millionaire's house, basically, and he locks the door, and you hear that da-na-na, da-na-na, you know. So like they try to fit that theme to it, you know,
Yeah.
because it's like, oh, I'm a James Bond type of person. I'm gonna go, you know, jump out the window and
Yeah,
scale the wall, but yet I'm really okay and cannot fall.
yeah.
Until he meets the shark.
The shark and the dolphin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Snowflake.
dolphin. Snowflake.
Snowflake.
It's-
I have a little snack for you.
What's your all's favorite Jim Carrey movie? Is it Ace Ventura?
I wouldn't say it's Ace Ventura, but it's pretty close. I would have to say The Mask.
That's a good choice.
It's a good choice.
Probably the Man on the Moon. Probably the Man on the Moon.
Oh, that's a good choice too.
That's still one I haven't
I'm
seen.
a,
I haven't
I'm a
seen
big
Man on the
Andy
Moon.
Kaufman fan, so
yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. I'd say Truman Show for me.
Mine's
That would
Liar
be a
Liar.
second. Oh, Liar Liar, nice.
It's funny that we all had different picks though.
It
That's
is
a
funny.
testament to how
But
good.
they're all great.
To me,
Yes.
Liar Liar is like the perfect balance of like really goofy slapstick Jim Carrey and like almost dramatic Jim Carrey. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was acting as that bridge between like Ace Ventura, Cable Guy, and Truman Show, which he
Oh,
did right
God.
after Liar Liar.
Uh-huh.
So you got both like you got to see a little bit more of the dramatic side of Jim Carrey, even though most of the Liar Liar is pretty goofy.
Oh yeah. I mean, the
But
story
you still
just
get more
like
dramatic scenes with like his son and stuff like that.
exactly the whole trying not to be a bad father to his
Yeah.
son and loves his son
It's
very
like,
much.
I'm a bad father.
Oh my
Bad
God,
father.
yeah.
And
You
I think
should've
it's like the most quotable one of all.
Yeah.
of
I
the
should have
movies.
said Earth Girls Are Easy. That's
Oh,
my
God.
I love that movie.
That's a good one. Though.
Love
I like
that
that movie.
God,
Just
early
had a,
Jeff Goldblum too.
yeah.
I just
And
had a
Gina
question.
Davis. Thank you. You
Yeah.
just reminded me.
Yeah, we used to have that on VHS back in the day. I remember my sister loved that movie. I think that was I think
Here's
we
another
had
one.
it on
Good
VHS.
Vibes with Cyndi Lauper and Jeff Goldblum.
Ooh, yeah.
The you mean Vibes?
Yeah.
I think it's
Or
called
Vibes. Sorry,
I think it's called-
Vibes.
Yeah, I remember Mill Creek coming out because I got that one last year, and I did not like that movie.
Really? Oh man, I like that. Yeah,
I didn't like it, but I didn't grow up with it. Maybe if I grown up with it, maybe I
Now-
like it.
Now that's funny. That's a movie that I remember seeing 100 times at the video store as a kid and never bought and never rented it. But then I bought it on Blu-ray and watched it and loved it. It's just
Yeah.
one of those crazy things. Now, as far as Jeff Goldblum movies, I like crap. I'm going blank on it. Oh, you guys go ahead. I'm sorry. I went blank on it. It's
Jeff Goldblum.
yeah, it's just Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum in
Mine would
space.
be The Fly.
Oh, The Fly is a classic. I like him in Powder.
Oh yeah, that's a movie that needs to get a Blu-ray release.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Powder
And-
didn't have a Blu-ray.
No, it never has.
You-
And,
Damn.
and the DVD is super rare.
Oh, yeah. I was lucky to get it.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Something. What was there was some sort of story up with that movie? Maybe with the lead actor. What is there? Is there a story of why that movie kind of just disappeared or something? I don't remember what it is. I just remember every time I remember seeing Powder, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, that guy."
I think
did something."
people were wanting it to be more than what they advertised it as. Because
Yeah.
sometimes, when you show a trailer, you show more of the cooler stuff.
Yeah.
And when you watch the movie, you're like, okay, it's a little bit more in depth than I thought for dialogue, maybe. And then they're like, I don't want to hear a lot of dialogue. I want to hear more or see more action, something where I see that guy kill someone or whatever, and
Yeah.
you're trying to realize that this guy is just an innocent soul who gets picked on just for being different, basically. To like sum it all up. And it's a really good movie.
Was Goldblum the Powder? Was he the
No,
Powder guy?
he
wasn't
was
the
the
Powder guy, was
teacher.
he? The
Yeah.
teacher.
He was a teacher at the school.
And Mary Steenburgen, I almost said her name wrong. She was like a counselor for him. Like she met him at his house to try to kind of get him to move away from that house and kind of go to school, learn
she's like
more.
Yeah, she's like the social worker, I think, is what she was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. And he would tell her, oh, grab any book, tell me the number of the page, and I will quote it for you.
Mhm.
And I thought that was awesome. That was like
Yeah.
Goodwill Hunting almost, how he would do something like that.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
like
it's not-
people who are that sharp. I like people who can be that, spontaneous and say, quit being
I
an ass."
remember that movie coming out. I don't remember if I watched it. I really don't. I feel like I might have. I feel like that was a movie I might have watched on TV, like when I was a kid.
It was on HBO, actually, a lot as a kid.
Yeah, I just can't
Yeah.
remember. I can't remember.
I think the only way to watch
The-
it is to rent it through Amazon. I think you can do that.
No, what I was
see.
trying to remember is the Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai. You guys
Yeah,
watch that
actually,
one?
I posted about that one the other day because I'm doing like a 1984 tournament on my review
Yeah.
page, and I just realized that Goldblum was in that movie when I
He's
posted
great.
it. I need to watch that.
He's great, and he's like the cowboy guy. Do you guys? Did you realize that the flux capacitor shows up in Buckaroo Banzai? Because Buckaroo Banzai and Back to the Future both had the same production design person, and the actual flux capacitors in Buckaroo Banzai.
And that came out a year before Back to
Yeah.
the Future. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Damn.
It's in the at the very beginning where he's trying to break this, or he's doing that experiment where he's got like the truck and it's like trying to break this speed barrier, or it's that whole experiment at the beginning, but the flux capacitor is actually in that truck, so it's pretty interesting.
Have you seen the movie Paris, Texas?
Yes.
You seen that one? I watched a half of it the other night. I haven't got through it all yet, but
This
trying to watch
powder.
that one too.
Yeah. I need to steal that.
You know what? You made
Powder.
me want to check though, because I had noticed sometimes when you buy DVDs with Best Buy, they're almost like a made-on-demand order style. So I wanted to check my Powder movie, and nope, it's authentic. So it's got that clear coat that your standard DVDs would get, but the ones I get, like what was it, Curly Sue? It has like a purple on the bottom.
I'm surprised that's not one of those discs that are standard on one side and widescreen on the other. Those were
You know Harry Dean Stanton in Paris, Texas?
Yeah.
He's from Kentucky.
Yeah, I think I heard that somewhere.
Yeah, he's listed from from Irvin, where I'm actually from. They say it's West Irvin, but Irvin's not very big. But it's yeah. But technically I think I don't know why he lists it as his hometown, because he's think he's from like West Virginia or someplace originally, but they
Okay.
moved there when he was like in his teenage years or something. But I think he went to like university something for college and then went into the military and all that. But it's but yeah,
It was a
he's
good it
Kentucky
was a
guy,
good
yeah.
movie so far, but I don't think it was what I was expecting. I was expecting more of like a crime thriller for some reason, but it's really just like a drama, like a family drama.
Mhm.
Or at least so far, it could turn into something else. But
Yeah.
but people always post about that, talk about Paris, Texas, like in the Instagram film community. But I'd never seen it, so I sat down and watch it. It's pretty good though.
Jody, just so you know, I got this through Best Buy.
When?
This year?
For real?
Yeah.
Well, shit. I gotta go.
It's yeah, no, I did. I got this through Best Buy. I can send you a link if you want.
Yeah, if it's still available, I'll totally order a DVD. I've got like 3 DVDs in my collection, but I'll make that one of them.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely look it up for you.
Cool.
Yep. Just figured I'd throw that out there real quick.
How much does a new DVD run through Best Buy?
DVD for like say newer titles?
Like, did that get released new?
No,
On
this
DVD?
didn't get released new. It's actually been out
sometimes
for
they
a
do.
while because I had it in my so-called cart, kind of like a wish list on Best Buy, but you're able to save the items, but you're only allowed up to save 100 items in it. So this was one of them, and I had it in here for like over a year. So I just recently got it earlier this year, and surprisingly, it wasn't a made-on-demand order, and it's an authentic, real DVD. So I was surprised, and it was like maybe $5.99, $6.99, something like that.
It's a good price.
Yeah, I would cheat and have a custom still made for it. Just put it in there.
There you go.
There you go.
And you would, because I mean, I can't do that. That's why I only got one.
It's a problem, man. It's a problem. When I discovered it was an option, it became a problem.
I mean, I had the Crow custom steel book, and that's all I got made.
For now.
Yeah, I've
For
been.
now.
I like both of your Criterion videos as well. So, talking about your upcoming Criterion wish list.
Oh yeah, my wish list. Yeah, those are fun videos to make.
I have no idea what I'm going to look for. I'm just going to go in there and probably blind buy a few things.
I'm picky with Criterion.
I get a lot of stuff from quite a bit of stuff from Criterion, so I have basically a lot of the stuff that that you were looking for.
Yeah.
I have
need to get more.
Fantastic Mr. Fox and Breakfast Club on Criterion.
I have three different. I have Parasite on Blu-ray, Parasite on 4K, and Parasite the Criterion Blu-ray.
Big fan of Parasite.
Well, I mean, I am, but
I love it. I thought it was great.
yeah, I am a big fan, but I don't really. I just ended up doing that. Because when I first bought it, I think I bought it at the store. Yeah.
Because I'm gonna get that Criterion on the sale. That's one I really want. And I every time I go into Best Buy, it's like $10. I swear, every single week the thing goes down like $1. I'm like, I'm gonna grab the 4K of this too, and I'm just gonna own 3 different copies.
Did you get the Bruce Lee collection Criterion?
I didn't. I haven't gotten into the kung fu genre as much, so I'm not like I've never seen a Bruce Lee film.
Really?
Not one. Not one Bruce Lee film.
Well, I'm sure you'll like the action, just not the dubbing.
Does it have that? Does it have? I mean, I don't mind voice dubbing or
I
foreign
know.
films or nothing like that. Does it have Enter the Dragon in it?
Yes, it does.
That's the most famous one, right?
It has all his major films in it.
Maybe I'll put that on my list. I might.
Yeah,
do
the
that.
one that he had died during the making of was called Game of Death, and it was right after that he did Enter the Dragon.
Yeah.
So
I've seen his son's film. I've seen a Brandon Lee film. I've seen The Crow, but I've never seen a Bruce Lee film.
he's been in Rapid Fire.
Yeah.
Actually, the scenes that he shot for that one, he shot them before Enter the Dragon. Because he's only shot the action scenes for Game of Death, but he shot them before. When he was shooting them, they called him. Basically, Hollywood called him and said, "Hey, come and make this movie for us." And then he left that production to make that, and then he died and didn't get to finish it. That's why that basically the only scenes that he's in, a couple of action scenes, and mainly the very end of the movie, that whole action sequence at the end, he's in that, but the rest of it's just a double.
Yeah.
Oh, and the double pasting of his face on that, it was horrible.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, the action's fun to watch, but when they try to do that whole body doubling thing, it just didn't work for them on that certain movie. Because when they show a close-up of his face, when it's supposed to be a body double, you can tell like it looks like a paper being cut and put on that face.
Yeah. Somebody need to do some deep fakes on that movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But hey,
That's
the fights were awesome.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, Ken, do you know Durant Cinema?
I don't like know him. We've communicated on Instagram a few times. He's actually going to be on my show in a couple of weeks, so I get to meet him for the first time.
Oh, nice. I wasn't sure if you watched his videos or not. That's why I was wondering.
Oh, I've been a big fan of his probably since 2017, since I really got into this YouTube social media stuff.
So then you know his obsession with John Wick then.
Yep. So like he was probably, well, it was him and it was Cool Duder. They were the first like Blu-ray hunters that I ever watched. I didn't even know that was a thing until I think I found them both, and I was like became obsessed with it for a while.
Yeah.
And that's the whole reason why I started a channel. I started it to do Blu-ray hunts. The very first video I've got on my channel is a Blu-ray hunt, and it's like way back in I think early 2019. Because I said I started a year ago, but I only really started a year ago. I did one Blu-ray hunt 2019, and then like flash forward to 2020. I don't know. It was weird. I felt weird and awkward doing it like the first time, and then it took me a while to get back into it.
That's how I feel right now. I can't get myself to go into the stores and do it. I did a little bit today doing the toy stuff. Yeah. I did it I did film some stuff in my truck beforehand, and then
it takes a little bit, and as long as, and then you'll eventually get to a spot where you just don't care about looking like an idiot, and then it's fine. And I'm sure, because now it's like I used to, like I would wait for people to kind of get out of the way and like for the area to be clear, and I'm like, all right, it's my time to shoot, and then I'd get in there and start filming. And now I'll just just walk in there and start doing it. There'll be people walking by and talking and stuff. I'm like, I don't care. You're gonna
I actually had Durant Cinema on my channel before. Did a Zoom call with him with my my old co-host Ben.
Awesome.
So we had a good time. He did his like Arnold impression. What was that?
I'm looking forward to meeting him, because I've been a big fan for a long time.
He's fun to talk to. He is really fun to talk to, and he'll probably give you an Arnold voice if you want an Arnold voice. If he's sweating, he'll show you armpit and everything.
So give me your Arnold impression and your hot chicken nuggets. That's all I need. Yeah, he definitely has, I would say, the most production value of any like Blu-ray hunter I've ever seen. Like his is top notch. Like his videos are like super edited. But yeah, he's got good content.
Oh yeah, I like his. I mean, he's kind of turned me on to other people too, because he told me, well, not told me personally, but he has said in videos that he like people he watches, which was Cool Duder as well, and then Wet Movie 1. Yeah,
those are the two, like the originals, I would say.
Yeah, and I've had Wet Movie 1 on my channel too. He was fun to talk to. I've even had Charlie Talbert, the guy who played Angus in the movie, on my channel.
Awesome. Yeah, it's you'd be surprised how many like actors and stuff you can get like to come hang out, and I think a lot of them are just looking for exposure and stuff. And I'll see a lot of them just pop into YouTube. I forget who was I watching the other night. Somebody had on Danielle Harris on their channel.
Oh, really?
And it was I don't know if do you subscribe to Phil's Creepy Videos?
No, honestly.
I think it was somebody he knew. I wasn't subscribed to him, but they had like 1,000 subs or something. It wasn't like a huge channel. Yeah. They had Danielle Harris come in for an interview. I was like, damn, y'all got Danielle Harris? I'm like, she's like legit.
Now check this out. Pop Culture Corner. They have over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. But if you go to their Instagram, like maybe 300 actually following their profile.
Yeah.
And they've had the guy, oh my God, what's his name? He played Darkseid in Justice League. Ray Porter. That's what it was.
Yeah.
They've had him on. They've had Mark Pellegrino, who played Lucifer on Supernatural, on. And I'm like, how the hell are you getting these people?
I guess you just gotta reach out and ask. I don't know.
Well, I said, hey, I tried using Twitter, and and it's funny because like Ty, who's the main host, he's just like, it's not what I'm using, but of course I'm not going to tell you what I'm using because I don't want to like say give out information that could be like say valuable to where they don't want to be bombarded. I don't get it. So, but I mean, it would be
Jack,
nice
yo.
to have him on.
Yep.
Oh, what's that comment say?
Who's he? I don't know who he's talking about. It said those two don't buy movies, just looking for handouts, and their taste in cinema is atrocious.
Oh, they're probably talking Cool Duder and Web Movie 1 because he said those two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, dude,
I
they
don't
do
know.
collect movies. You can see
Yeah.
their videos. Come on.
Well, I mean that looking for
Yeah.
handouts. I mean they've been doing the game for a long time, and if they've gotten their following to the point to where they're getting free physical media, then I mean,
yeah.
why wouldn't you take it? It's like you're not going to turn
Exactly.
that down.
Yeah.
Well,
Cool
and
Duder. What's he got?
Brendan is
80,000
admitted.
people.
Well, Brendan admitted to me, like, a lot of the reviews he's gotten, like copies, a lot of them he still hasn't even watched.
Yeah, I mean, look, I get stuff I don't have time to watch. I can't watch an 8-film DVD collection that Mill Creek sends me. Like, I don't have time to watch 20 movies in like a week. I can't do that. I'll get to it when I get to it, and I'm going to post about it, and I'm going to talk about it.
Of
I'll make
course.
videos about it, but I can't like watch all 8 movies of that and review it. It's not going to happen.
Of course.
It ain't happening. But I mean, I try to get to as much as I can and at least cover it and
Yeah, of
show it
course.
off and stuff like that.
Well, Ken, we do appreciate you joining us tonight and everything because I know that it was kind of like last minute, but we do appreciate it, of course.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
man, I appreciate y'all having me, man. I always have a good
Thank
time
you.
coming on, talking movies, physical media, all that stuff.
yep. And you're
Yeah.
more than
Well,
welcome to
definitely.
come back on anytime.
Yep. And I'll have to get
Thank
you
you.
all on at some point on my my Tuesday stream.
There you go.
All y'all on.
That'd be cool.
Awesome.
Be down for that.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Yeah,
Well,
appreciate it.
every
Thank you.
everybody who joined us tonight on Cult of Collectors, thank you for
Yeah.
watching, and we'll see you all later. And everybody have a good evening.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye, guys.
Later.